of the S.T. Hale. Shalom. Shouts out to our brothers and sisters listening live over in the holy land of Israel. Shalom. Shouts out to the ox and the coats over there up under the whole Queen of England. Shalom. Shouts out to the lost tribes worldwide, down there in Hamiteville. Shalom. Shouts out to the Brews down there in Jamaica, Trinidad and Tobago, the Virgin Islands, Central and South America. Shalom. Shouts out to the Israelites down for the fight up in Canada, Alaska, way over there in Australia, in the Pacific Islands of Guam. Shalom. We give all praise, honor, and glory unto the Most High Yah. For who is like unto the Most High Yah? There is none, nor ever shall be. We pay homage to the captain of our faith, an uncrowned king, Yahushua HaMashiach, the Lion of the tribe of Yehudah, who coming back to set the record straight. Shouts out to our fellow captains down here in the Valley of Death, the United Snakes of America. Shalom. Shalom, and welcome once again to the Hebrew Israelites Radio Network. We're broadcasting live from the north side of the S.T. Hale. I'm your host this morning live in the studio, Brother Jacob Israel. Also up in here is my friend Daniel Solomon. Shalom.
Shalom, family.
To his immediate right is Octobias. Shalom.
Shalom, family.
How you Israelites doing this morning?
Feeling good like Hebrews should, bro. You know.
Hallelujah, right. Hallelujah, hallelujah. Excellent weekend of broadcasting thus far.
Yes, sir.
Man, had a open mic up in the worldwide Shabbat class. Yeshua speaks from beginning to end, putting the Israelites worldwide. Able to come up to the mic, which we like to do every now and then.
That's Friday night.
Yes, sir. We went hard in the paint on them wicked bastards on the walk on the dark side last night. Boy, they launched a cyber attack as soon as the show started. That was savage, boy. Knocked me clean out the box. I did my quick reboot.
Yeah.
With no happenings, I had to do a full reboot, shut everything down.
Oh, wow. You got to do it.
Right. You know, these wicked bastards, boy, they just on a 24/7 hunt.
Yes, sir.
To try to crack the code.
It don't stop.
Right.
And with Brutu, boy, they just make them tremble even more with anger, Daniel Solomon.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Because, you know, we able to run that series will a heathen ever learn without having to look over our shoulders for some dry snitching taking place.
Right.
Amongst them various Khazarian kites who call themselves having the power to put your ass in time out and request that you send them some begging letters. You know, that's what they call an appeal. Sorry, I ain't gonna do it no more.
Right.
Can you please let me get back on now? Well, you know, I wanted to slap every damn identity thieving kite boy taste out their mouth.
I know.
When the dry snitching episode took place, but that's in the rearview mirror now.
Yes, sir.
That's right.
Gone like good candy.
And the struggle continues. I expect these cyber attacks. Hell, I was running late, man. My big brother jumped a broom yesterday.
Yeah.
58 years old, and he jumped a broom down the side.
Good deal.
Congratulations.
Boy, I was up there smiling. Hell, I thought he must be the one holding them $500 million tickets. Ain't told nobody. Ain't came forward yet.
Yeah.
Like, what that boy smiling like that for?
Honeymoon, he done bought an eye.
Boy, I was happy for my big brother. All my fam was there, so it was all good.
That's a good thing.
Right.
I want to say happy soul day to Jada Israel.
Happy Soul Day, Jada. Yes, sir.
Oh,
Happy soul day. May she be blessed with many more.
Yeah.
Happy Soul Day, Jada.
We continue on this spiritual journey.
Oh, so y'all really was having a good time. Yeah.
Well, I had to leave before all the electric slide and stinking legs started. Hope it wasn't no glasses broke with nobody's head.
Right.
I ain't got no reports of nothing went sideways.
All praise.
Cause you know, when you get two sets of family, they ain't never looked in each other's eyes together,
So
that
you
kind of
know,
thing. Boy.
Right.
You know, my brother had about 4 or 5 fiancés. I didn't know which one was gonna show up yesterday.
Oh, wow.
So I made sure to keep the pistol handy in case any trouble was up over that parking lot. So I just put it in Abba's hands, man.
That's right.
Did some Batman driving from Ferguson, trying to get back over here to the crib so we could do the walk on the dark side last night. And boy, on that walk on the dark side, I showed them that hate list that Morris D's hype bastard got Daniel Solomon on that Southern Poverty Law Center.
Yeah, they running the gamut on it.
And man, they listed all the franchises of these alphabet groups.
Yeah.
You know, your hog belly got about 18 franchises spread through America.
Yes, sir.
And the franchises, when they post up another set in a different city, other than New York, where they come from.
Right.
And I had the Bruce pull up Morris D's hate watch list. You know, the Gorilla Boys on there.
Yeah.
Army of Israel. You know, he a Pope. He a Pope Negro. He only got one other franchise, I guess. I don't know. But they got him listed in Dayton, Ohio.
Well,
Daniel, explain how bad it make us look to be on the same hate watch list as the Ku Klux Klan and neo-Nazis and skinhead, even though we know these Negroes ain't got no history of violently running no crackers out to these trees, stringing them up, cutting their nuts and genitals and fingers off, raping the women, just brutalizing and terrorizing. How crazy is it that these Negroes, who many of them are paid agents, got Hebrew, quote unquote, Hebrew Israelites on these kites hate watch lists right next to these white supremacist organizations?
Yeah, we only got one, and that was Hulon Mitchell when he had them cutting off white folks' ears.
Right.
But you talking about lynching and castrate, you know, did a little ear cutting and killing, did about 2 of them.
About 2 heathens, that's it.
And it's run. But when they put you on there, the whole thing is to deter you from accepting your nationhood and the prophecies about you, because if they put you on this list, most people say, well, I don't want to be identified with that. No, I ain't going to say who I am. You know, but they can just list it. They ain't listed all of McKells out of St. Louis.
No, they did.
They listed those affiliations, but still the same way when you pull up Hebrew Israelite,
Right.
you tell somebody that the first thing they're gonna do is pull up Benami and Hulan them and their drama.
Right.
And the alphabet board.
And alphabet board. But to be wise, you just tell them, hey, look, you know, we got some that run left field, kind of like y'all do with them Catholic priests.
That's right.
Or Jim Jones or David Koresh, who's Christians.
In other words, don't play the guilt by association.
That's right.
Absolutely, bro.
Because they will try to run that on you.
Yeah.
It's an age-old technique and tactic, or longer than the Willie Lynch letters, Daniel Solomon.
Yes, sir.
That these heathens have used during our captivity, Zion. But I take comfort that the remnant understood what we just said this morning.
Oh, they did. Yes,
and hell, we've been saying this for decades round here. Don't let them throw that at you, Zion.
Right.
They want to shame you from calling yourself a Hebrew Israelite.
Right. And that's what it is to make it be seen so bad that if you're a part of this clique, you in
a hate group.
You in a hate group,
right.
You know.
You in a cult. Hell, your family's saying you in a cult. Think about it.
Right.
Thanksgiving is a week from now.
Yeah.
Y'all getting big pressure.
Yeah.
And then the big pagan day coming up.
Yeah.
Christmas.
Yes, sir.
You don't want to participate in that. Your own family claiming you in the cult.
Absolutely.
Then on the flip side out here, these heathens got all the other nations, including your own, saying you also hooked up in a hate group.
Yeah.
That's a terrible combination, ain't it, Daniel?
Yes, sir. And see, that's why we have to be wise and sometimes look, like I say, with a different perception, a depth perception, and say, hey, do I need to be letting them know, can I exhibit and establish the law of the Most High without acknowledging that you have to survey. You just can't go in blowing and shouting your horn, you know, too soon.
That's right.
You know, so this is he said, I send you out as sheep among wolves.
Yes,
be
sir.
wise as a serpent.
Right.
Some
but
Hebrews,
harmless as a dove. Don't harm yourself in this.
Right.
Some Hebrews make the mistake of being on a job.
Yeah.
Want to declare this and declare that, and don't know. You have to be wise amongst your enemies.
Right. Right.
Because them catfish mouth, pig meat eating Christian Negroes, the first ones gonna snitch you out. So he one of them haters.
Yeah.
They on that hate watch list.
Yes, sir.
Yep.
Run straight to the heathen, straight to the supervisor, straight to the heathen. They know that's gonna run to the supervisor and the HR on your ass, Daniel Solomon.
Now, if you think before all of this exploded on YouTube and the hate watch list, if you told them you was Hebrew, what you Muslim?
Yeah, confusion.
Right. See, it's still gonna be the same thing, but now they have something actually to point to. I told you that was a cult. They ain't got nothing to do with us.
And pull up that one Negro looked like, boy, a Simeon baboon man from, I guess that's GMS. You know that one Negro that be foaming at the mouth? Standing on them street corners, cussing so hard, he started foaming like a rabid dog.
Yeah, the one that got mad when he took the gal on a date and he ordered Pastor Blue Ribbon.
Yeah,
and she wanted some great goose.
He cussed that sister out up ways, sideways, downways. Hell, that was a week's worth of salary, that glass of Grey Goose for that Negro selling them body smell goods, incense out there for them Negroes.
Yeah,
that was a week's worth of wages for him. Hell yeah, he mad at that sister. But she ain't unloosed them drawers later that evening too. That nigga had every black woman breathing oxygen that night. Hobo broke ass Negro. Now the first thing they'll do when they'll pull up, they'll see that nigga standing on the street corner, and then they'll say, "See there he go right there. He's a Hebrew Israelite." Right. You ain't with them morons.
Exactly.
At that time, you need to pull up that photo of Jim Jones, the aftermath. So they show that photo like it's nothing, with no sensitivity, so to speak, with all the 900 bodies laying on the ground.
That's right.
You part of this group?
Yeah, here go a good Christian.
Church on Sunday.
Here go a good Christian, and then pull up what Hitler did to them Khazarian kites and Buchenwald, Treblinka, and Auschwitz, because Hitler was a good Christian.
Right.
So was David Koresh.
Right.
Plenty of good crazy ass Christians.
Yes, sir.
And they ain't gonna want to be hooked up nor associated with them crazy bastards. You tell them in like manner, don't try to hook me up with these crazy ass Negroes calling themselves Hebrew Israelites.
Right.
But not living according to these laws, statutes, and commandments.
And that's what it comes down to.
Or else they wouldn't be rolling with Baphomets.
Right.
They wouldn't have these satanic ass Masonic aprons on.
Right.
They wouldn't be participating in things in the dark, whispering and secret hand signs and handshakes and intentionally misleading those who are up under them. Yeah, nay.
Yeah.
So you have to learn to separate yourself, Israel, even amongst from Israel, because all Israel ain't Israel.
And that's who gonna, like you're saying, that's who gonna rat you out first. So you have to be careful. This thing starts at home. I mean, once they understand, but if you present this and the law, like I say, it don't need no support. It supports itself. If you will walk in this like it's supposed to be, someone else will come up and say, you know, I've seen that out there, but that ain't him. He ain't a part of that.
That's right. Now he go to work. He got a family.
Somebody else will explain that for you. Somebody that now wait a minute, you're a pretty wise guy. You mean he got to you? No, he ain't got to me.
No, not only no, hell
what
no.
He presented got to me. But he's not that way. Hell, y'all been knowing him for 2-3 years. He been around here.
That's right. That's right.
Something would have leaked out here. Y'all have saw something out there on him about this. You know, when they go back and they find out he was a troubled child here or there.
That's right.
No, ain't none of that dirt. But if you go in blowing that horn, thinking it's supposed to sound like a trumpet, like they're going to give their kingdom to you now.
That's right.
Like they gonna become the servant, and you gonna become the masters on their job in their kingdom.
And you think you selling some wolf tickets to this champion of killing gonna get something done?
Right. No.
See, Jermaine Grant sent his morons up to the Capitol to sell a few wolf tickets. Negroes out there mean mugging and pointing Daniel Solomon. And the whole queen, she was the only one ran an article on this.
They said they want state say we ain't gonna waste no more time on this.
Boy, they didn't want to put up in there what they was there for, but of course on the network we broke it down. Them Jermaine Grant boys. They pulled the same stunt up in Newark, New Jersey at that federal courthouse.
They did.
He out there telling this may be my last time with y'all. I'm like, look at him seeking sympathy. I guess he gonna take the tithes up to 30% because he gotta pay them kite lawyers to save his swindling lying ass.
And you know, at the end of that watch list, they show that article. When you scroll all the way down,
yes, sir,
got him on there and what was taking place, why he finna get locked up. So good, let them have it. You know,
we ain't got no sympathy for these Negroes that's intentionally misleading Israel. Yeah, nay. No, I'm telling y'all, man, we can't have no lead with these niggas. They will cause the whole nation to fall again, Daniel Solomon.
Yes, sir.
Because it was the few that caused us the man get thrown head first out of it. Man, the most of our people was trying to do right.
Yes, sir.
Fearing the Most High.
Right.
But the few can cause the many to fall.
And we talk about those that consider themselves mighty men, but it ain't the point they stop at men. They're not moving into the heavens.
Explain what you mean by that.
And like, boy, talking about I'm third in command.
Crazy talk.
Or I'm the Holy Spirit. That comes from up on high.
Crazy talk.
So now they've left planet Earth now with their codism.
That's right.
But it would never work unless you have gullible students.
And all them niggas that's sitting under their kneecaps are gullible students. All of them ain't flaming, goat riding, devil worshiping Bibles. They just some young Hebrews heard some truth because they tell them the truth. We are Zion. Heard the truth, glad to want to belong, Daniel. And then they put them in the mindset to start going up the ranks. You want to emulate being a general. When you walk in, everybody jump up at his attention and holler, "General on deck."
No.
Well, that's in the scripture.
You can tell a nigga to get his ass up and go out on that street corner and sell some body oils and incense and bring us that money. Got you working like a field hand 10 hours a day. Nigga, you might as well go get you a job with a paycheck with your name on it. What's wrong with y'all? And boy, we can't spur in this hour.
No, you can't.
Because they deceiving Daniel Solomon.
Absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
And boy, I told them Negroes, y'all can't say Jermaine Grant's wicked ass.
No, you can't. Not when the feds get it.
Boy, the Fed got, what is their conviction rate, Daniel Solomon?
99%.
Say that again.
99%.
In other words,
if it hadn't been for that one corrupt police, it'd be 100.
In every instance, when they charge you, they get a guilty verdict. 99% of the time.
Yes, sir.
You know what Jermaine Grant's hearing in his sleep whenever he closes his eyes?
Yeah. Bill Cosby just heard that.
Ooh.
Or listen to
You know
that.
what that sound
Listen to
is.
that.
Right. Not good.
Let me out of here.
Ain't nothing you can do but rattle a cup across them balls.
Cut some lights on. It's dark back here. Mama. Mama.
Yeah.
Mama can't help you now.
Exactly.
No.
Somebody make it stop.
No, it ain't gonna stop.
Right. Boy.
It's in my ears. I can't get it out my ears. Lord, why did I do it? Why did I do it? Y'all listening to the torments of Bumpy Neck Jermaine Grant. This is somebody I can talk to.
Wow.
Gods, I'm hungry, gods. Boy, they can do all a mean mug and they won't get down your
Right. Unless you going up in there to take it.
Unless y'all got some Abram tanks.
Take them cuffs off of them now.
Some
Ain't no trial.
Some M16 machine guns. And a killing plan. And plan on leaving dead by earn that hate crime spot y'all got on that list. Unless y'all ready to show. Not with the Masonic uniforms on.
Right.
Standing in goat riding attention.
Yeah.
Like trained circus monkeys giving us a bad name. Because, see, I'm going to keep cussing you punk busters out because I don't like y'all sending infiltrators around here.
Yeah.
Well, I was stunned looking at St. Louis on that damn hate watch list.
Well,
From these franchise these New York niggas got.
Covered everywhere.
I didn't even know them niggas was here.
Oh, boy, they've been there. Look, they've been there since the 80s.
Boy, you got to be kidding me.
But it was just a little house deal. Early 90s.
You got to be kidding me. These niggas got franchises like McDonald's.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And all these niggas paying tithes to them. They might as well have stayed in church, man.
That's why we call it people Christianity.
Right.
It's the same thing. You just know who you are as a people.
Right.
It's the same playbook, though, so to speak. Same thing. Send out for your uniform. And down, when you scroll down on that hate list, down at what one sister say, $140,000. She gave up dealing with them.
And it's gone.
20% tithes and all of that.
And all of the same fees, pastor fees, building funds. We opening up a new franchise over here. We need some money for this. Or they hustling the hell out of people. Man, Briefcase Ray, a millionaire off the uniform, them pretty purple outfits he make them niggas buy from him. He a multi-millionaire several times over on that alone.
Yes,
and the feds can run them same charges on all these niggas.
Yeah.
They chose Jermaine Grant because Jermaine Grant was really out of control with his Mexican whores.
And tour buses. And
you know, he still got visions of being a Hebrew puff daddy. Give me that script you got over there, Hebrew.
Yeah, this Colossians 2, chapter 8, starting at verse 8. Beware, lest any man spoil you through philosophy and vain deceit, after the tradition of man, after the rudiments of the world, and not after Christ.
See, vain philosophy, that's all they're talking is philosophy.
Straight from the lips of Leroy Bibb.
That's it.
Man-made doctrine.
Yeah, and see, but they'll quote a script. That's why I tell you that the Pharisees and Sadducees, they'll quote the script, be it and observe.
Right.
Do not after their
But don't do what they do. Check
the scripture out. Don't never get to the point that where if somebody mentioned a scripture, you like, oh no, I ain't gonna look at it, nigga, cause you with that. That's how Satan plays.
That's right.
Look, Satan will show you a scripture just to get at you on the back end.
No doubt about it.
See, that's how he comes. Every time he comes, he say, what did the Lord tell you? No. Here's the new playbook.
Ain't that something, boy?
But see, you're going to be held accountable because he asked you point blank, what did your God tell you? It's on you to know.
That's right.
At that point, he like, oh, he ain't got a clue. He just claimed.
And boy,
it's false flag.
That's right. And when we get reports of little Dickie Shepherd sitting scared Hebrews, man, down to Ecuador, fleeing over to Egypt.
Yeah.
They got to run up out of Egypt and they over there on Cyprus on that rock out in the Mediterranean, sneaking on their hands and knees at midnight, digging raw potatoes up out the ground.
Yeah.
And he didn't abandon them.
Yeah.
Man, we ain't supposed to idly sit by and not say nothing. No. See, it was our ancestors' problem. They didn't confront them niggas coming up out of Egypt.
Well, come few did, but they say they had a good backing with
Man, well, it
turned a little bit.
Man,
most was going.
It should have been some slang in them niggas sleep, Daniel Solomon.
Right.
It should have been a real men committee got together and caught them rough talking Negroes while they were asleep and made them disappear out in that desert.
Yeah.
And when we woke up the next morning, they said, man, what Nathan and Cora and them? Man, they was talking about going back to Egypt last week. Look, they was headed that way.
Right.
They'd have been an afterthought.
Yes, sir.
And maybe we'd have been spared years and years of captivity.
When Moses coming down, he said, man, what you did? He like, man, them niggas went crazy on me.
Man, shh.
They said either I'm going to make it or they going to make me out of the golden calf.
So Aaron hurry up and made that golden calf.
I was fashioning like a jeweler. The
first Levitical priest.
Yeah. And look, he got court-martialed for it.
Yes. And died out in that wilderness.
Yeah.
Wasn't allowed to cross the Jordan.
No. And it lists why he died.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So we know the history of our people.
Yeah.
The cracker ain't teach it to us.
No.
The Most High gave us this insight, this knowledge.
And look, when you couldn't read and write, this is how powerful this book is. And for somebody to say, we don't know if it's tampered with, that's your mind is tampered with. Almost half the Hebrews in slavery learned how to read from the Bible.
That's right.
That's right.
That's how they learn. You couldn't go to school.
That's right.
They learned how to read from the Bible.
Sympathetic heathens knew who you was, Zion.
Yeah.
Knew that they was going to face judgment.
Yeah.
They would pick out a favorite little nigga. I'm going to see for myself if they're human. I'm going to see if he can read. And just like we do anything else, that little Hebrew prodigy Daniel Solomon was reading like a scientist at age 5.
Yeah.
Could go up on the chalkboard and write out his letters.
Yeah.
Do some figuring of numbers.
Yeah.
Literally, it was like a sideshow. Certain plantation owners would take their little trained Negroes.
Yeah.
Like a sideshow.
Right.
Amazing heathen. That nigger can read.
Yes.
Boy, they made it an edict. Put out an eye, even if he tried to scratch the word dog in the ground.
Yeah.
Because they knew how dangerous it would be.
Cut them fingers off.
And in violation of that psalm that they had made an agreement on.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
To keep us from ever finding out we was Israel.
83, yeah.
And all the while, we were naming our children after our ancestral names on the plantation.
Isaiah.
Zeke was for Ezekiel.
Yeah.
Ike was for Isaiah.
Yeah.
There were plenty of Moses.
Yeah.
You pull up and do a little research. Boy, look at the documentations and them wheels handed down. It was plenty of slaves named Israel on the plantations in the southern United States of America, Daniel Solomon.
Yeah.
They know who we are, boy.
Yeah, and see, and that's why when they even list about them, they don't tell what is believed other than we think we the Jews, but they won't show you what the proof said. They don't want nobody to see that.
Right.
Because they know most people see, well, hell, if it ain't them, who else could it be?
Who else can it be?
No, Deuteronomy 28, the Holocaust don't even come close to this.
Right.
That's right. That's right. Not even close. And that's what makes so absurd with these wetback ass Mexicans who been turned on these alphabet boys' ass. Now they've been teaching them since that lie came off Ariel's lying ass lips, teaching these bean-eating bastards they Israel. Now these Mexicans done turned on them, claim that all 12 tribes are down in Mexico still right now, Daniel Solomon.
Yeah.
That they are the pure bloodline, and telling them Negroes who taught them lies that they Hamites, y'all Canaanites and Egyptians.
Well, see, that's what philosophy.
And then they turn non-messianic maniac on them Negroes.
Yeah.
Talking about the Messiah like a dog,
Yes,
Daniel Solomon.
Yes, sir.
They deserve it.
Right, because they talked about him like a dog.
They deserve it.
Say he was born from a roll in the hay, he's a blemished lamb.
They deserve
talking
it.
about him like a dog.
They deserve for the whole world, especially all Israel, because we're going to make sure Israel is up to speed on what's happening in our world.
Yes, sir.
They deserve that we see this comeuppance from these rebel heathens, these Hispanics.
Yeah.
The root word is from Spanish.
Yeah.
They got conquistador blood.
Right.
That whore Queen Isabella of Spain, man, had a large hand in the slave trade.
Absolutely.
Made that whore a multi-billionaire off selling Judah
Yes, sir.
to the four corners.
Well, look, this goes way back. We was reading a little bit in the yesterday in the Testament of Joseph, and Pharaoh's wife offered. When she was trying to buy him, she said if they asked for 2 minas, M-I-N-A-S. I don't know what that money is called today, but she said if they ask for that page, I got to have that boy.
That's right. That's right. Now we have to be aware that we're dealing with a crafty adversary, Daniel Solomon.
Yeah.
He will use folks that look just like us to sell us out for chicken change.
That's always the way.
Right.
And this go all the way back to Judas Iscariot, yeah?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
You get the spirits of envy and jealousy that the devil like to use amongst the children of Israel, and friends are turned into a foe, boy, in a blink of an eye.
Yes, sir.
And as this warfare heats up, what makes us think, boy, we ain't gonna be affected by these matters?
Right. With sibling rivalry.
Right.
See, the difference is the Most High has raised up real men who ain't scared to address this.
Yes.
Ain't scared to name names, Daniel Solomon.
Yeah, you have to
and challenge the wicked that hell. We got phone lines wide open.
Yeah.
Punk Buster, I know you mad. You can pick up the phone and call up her right now. And we can chop it up.
I should. I gotta go to all this.
Not none of that. Oh, can we sit down? Can I speak to you all off there? Ain't no goat riding ass negotiations with us.
Right.
There's eternal souls at stake.
Yes, sir.
So did you run that inside the Freemason?
Yeah, I ran that first part of that.
Yeah.
Showed some of the traditions.
Yeah.
Straight out of England.
Checkerboard floors.
Man, the tradition straight out of England. That these niggas, man, have a lust for to emulate these crackers even in their wickedness, Daniel.
Yes, sir.
Let them behind the scenes to see where this madness originated from. Right. And boy, them English have a way, man, of making it look so pleasant, like it's such a good endeavor. It's for mankind.
But you know what was funny to me? When he was laughing about the goats. And the goats, I hear the goats go. I'm like, what is it about these goats that you didn't listen to the show, ain't you?
Boy, I'm here
because that's the only thing he was concerned with was them goats.
Yes, sir.
Sound like you just done a little goat in the way you get it.
Boy, the wickedness of these bastards knows no bounds. And that's why we're going to keep it exposed.
Yeah.
And you know, since Negroes like to sit up and waste all manner of time holding hot debates on flat earths and all this kind of lunacy, is Joseph the daddy. When they going to debate Baphomet?
Yeah, that would be a good topic.
And the hexagram being satanic, Daniel Solomon.
That'd be a good.
Huh?
That'd be a good.
You think they handlers will allow them or some Negroes to step forward and want to step up to the plate on that?
See, they don't care about this Hebrew Christianity teaching, but you better not come against the order of Freemasonry that you can join.
What you say?
You can play them games with your Negro friend, but if you expose this order, we're gonna take care of your ass. We keep our vows around there.
So, in other words, Free Case Ray can't be on the game show.
No.
You know, with the two hosts sitting up there, I'll take Revelations for 20, Jim. I'll take the book of Isaac, chapter 15 for 10.
No.
You can't get Free Case Ray to show up
No.
in his regalia, Masonic regalia, and defend Baphomet.
No.
In one of these open forums, Daniel Solomon.
No, it ain't gonna happen.
Don't hold my breath waiting on.
Please, no.
What about the hexagram?
No. That tears everything up. That's the symbol that connects it.
Because on that Masonic thing I showed last night, man, they got hexagrams on the Lodge of England everywhere.
Look, they'll have to change the money.
Everywhere.
It's on the money.
Yep.
Now they don't want to address that.
No, boy, please. How you gonna address that and say don't get rid of the money?
314-932-1104 is a calling number. That makes sense what you say, Daniel Solomon. Shalom, you and I, who we speaking with?
Brother D.
Yes.
Shalom, Magdawiyah. How you feeling this morning, Hebrew?
I'm trying to do my best, man. Yeah, man, like when you was talking about last night, calling these Negroes out. They have to need to be called out because there's some wicked, evil bastards.
That's right,
You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
And they don't understand their soul is on the line.
You better understand it.
They have is nonsense. If they don't just with the daddy, it don't mean nothing, bro. It don't mean a damn thing. But you niggas worried about your salvation. You worried about the Lord sparing your ass for the lives you need to put.
That's right.
Y'all worried about that. Y'all worried about some ignorant BS. That's why our people, 2/3 of our people, even in this walk, is stupid. They don't. They got an ounce of brains. Like Trey Case Way, I was watching some of his little videos, even though I don't believe in nothing he was saying. But he was showing some videos about some of our people that's going abroad, you know, working for these damn Arabs, you know, abusing them, man. So, you know, I was feeling that video, man, because I was seeing what our women going through, man, you know. But I still ain't in no agreement with them.
Correct.
But I want you to do your out, solid, my brother.
Yes, sir.
You read the book of Acts, the 20th chapter, verse 27 to 29, please, my brother.
No problem, brother. You said Acts 20th chapter, starting at what verse?
27 to 29.
27.
This is the spirit that's running with a lot of these niggas here. So I want to get this out.
Acts chapter 20, verse 27. For I have not shunned to declare unto you all the counsel of God. Take heed, therefore, unto yourselves, and to all the flock over the which the Holy Ghost have made you overseers, to feed the church of God, which he hath purchased with his own blood. For I know this, that after my departing shall grievous wolves enter in among you, not sparing the flock.
And that's the spirit that they're doing now.
Right.
Correct.
The flock.
They don't got no sympathy and no mercy, man, for our people that's out here, man. Listen, we ain't saying our people is perfect, man. But these assholes ain't perfect too. You know, and they're not sparing our people because they teaching our people lies. They're coming up with all these different doctrines and in the minds of our people, man. That's where they're not sparing our people. Listen, it's about just teaching what the Most High says to teach. That's it. Not creating your own doctrine. Not thinking that you on the level of the Lord and you know what the Lord is talking about. Just stick to the scriptures and your ass don't never go wrong.
That's right.
So how people go wrong is that they put their mind in there and you ain't got no mind.
That's right.
That's right.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Listen, the Lord said, just when he read in the script, when the Lord said he gave up his blood for us, ain't none of you did that.
Right.
None of y'all did that.
Now one.
When he gave you permission to declare you some leader of our people, man. You know, all these ranks that these cats got, it don't mean nothing to nobody but yourself. Because you ain't in power. You ain't got no power. Do these Satans understand that we in captivity? You're in captivity. You ain't got no power in this world. Nowhere. No political power and no economic power. We got nothing.
Right.
You sovereignty niggas, you some crazy niggas too.
Crazy as hell.
Right.
You're going to do your own thing. You're going to build your own community and all this other stuff.
With fraudulent paperwork, Daniel Solomon. You
Good.
need bombs and guns.
Boy,
Not number 2 pencils and pieces of paper, man. You dealing with the champions of killing, Daniel Solomon.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm talking about the synagogue of Satan. How you gonna outflank the synagogue of Satan with some pencils and papers, Daniel? Do these niggas realize they can change the laws while they were asleep last night?
That's how they do most of them. You wake up.
They could just put one amendment on there.
Right.
One circled little letter. And write that in and show it to the kite judge sitting on the Masonic kite judge sitting on the bench. Man, they can change the game while you asleep overnight.
Overnight, they did that to the Panthers, didn't when they changed them Miranda laws and different things while they were asleep.
Well, nah.
And then come in on them while they were asleep.
That's right. Go ahead, Dawiyah.
Yeah, and see, listen, man, I call out names because I know y'all some bunch of punks. I don't give a damn if you don't like me calling your name.
Get over it.
Hold your black ass till you die. Or the Lord punish your ass.
Get over it.
I don't care how you feel about it, man.
That's right.
Because I ain't rolling with nothing. I ain't rolling with what you're saying. I ain't down on what you're saying. I ain't got to follow none of y'all. You niggas that made our people believe they have to follow your camp to receive the salvation of the Most High or the homages, man.
Out of order. They out of order with that.
That's right.
Go ahead.
Of course. And see, like, listen, I'm going to say it just be real with this. The women man in St. Louis, you know, I'm going to tell you straight up, to me, you're straight up faggot. To me, you're a punk. All the way. You know why? Because you worship niggas. You worship Ariel like he's some god. I'm going to straight up tell you, nigga. The man is guilty as hell. I don't care if you don't like it. I'm not going to spare his ass. I'm not going to spare Jermaine's grand ass. I ain't sparing none of these asses. And I'm not going to spare your ass. You understand what I'm saying? The man is guilty. When you going to put that in your mind, nigga? The man is guilty. And he's going to pay the price. And stop giving him so much love, bro. Stop giving him love. You don't deserve no love. This man deserves his ass with. I don't care if you don't like what I said. I'm going to say it straight. This is our platform here.
That's right. That's right.
You know what I'm saying? This is our platform. This brother here created this platform for us to get on you niggas' asses that we know you wrong. And I ain't sparing you, and I ain't sparing none of them. And I don't give a damn if you don't like it. Because when you called up that last time, chump, you was such a chump. Nigga, you couldn't even reveal who you were.
Now, this is Grant from St. Louis.
Wow.
You just a chump, man. And you spare niggas that don't deserve to be spared. Your boy Jermaine Grant going down. Your boy, that nigga going down. I'm going to say this too. Your black ass going down. All of you. You can't say your ass going down. All you going down, go get your shepherd. All you can. So tell them. The white man got you on their list. There's a hate group, I'm going to tell you. When it's real, when this thing pop off, he coming after all of y'all asses. Y'all niggas better prepare. The time to wake up is right now.
Yes, sir.
That's why the Lord said in Romans the 13th chapter, hot time to wake out of sleep. When y'all gonna wake out of this sleep that you under? When you gonna come out of this spell that you under? The hell with all of y'all, the hell with Shaw, the hell with all of y'all asses. It's time for our people to see the truth, man. These cats are gonna lead you to the lake of fire. I'm being real with you.
That's a warning, ain't it, Daniel?
Yes, sir.
I've been a part of these rules with bad rules. 7 days a week. Our lives are at stake. Mine and everybody else is amongst our people.
That's right.
I'm letting our people know, man, but the hell with their ass, man. I want their ass to fall. And I want the Lord to judge you for your crimes against his people. I ain't going to spare your ass just like he ain't going to spare your ass.
You cried aloud and spared not once again this morning. You always got an open line on the network, Hebrew.
I pray you all peace and glory to the King, to the Most High. Thank you for spending another day.
That's right.
People, man, hold on and pray for one another. You out. I love what y'all doing, man. It's a good thing that y'all getting the truth out to our people. Keep on doing it, man. And this platform is a great platform, and it's going to be blessed. We all got y'all back.
Shalom. You got a script over there, Israelite.
Yeah, I got this Isaiah 29, and I'm going to start at verse 13. Well, actually, just verse 13. It says, wherefore the Lord saith, as much as this people draw near me with their mouth and with their lips do honor me, but have removed their heart far from me, and their fear towards me is taught by precepts of men.
Yes, sir.
And that applies to the Christian Negro, because there's going to be some niggas singing their hearts out to the Lord later today.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm talking about lifting up their voices and singing. Daniel Solomon think they doing pure worship and turn around and eat pig meat right there in the field.
Yes, sir.
They draw near to him with his lips.
Right.
We got niggas calling themselves Hebrew Israelites.
Yep.
We're French.
Yep.
But a goat riders.
Yeah.
They draw near to him with their mouth.
Right.
But their hearts is far away
Yes,
from
sir.
it.
Yes, sir.
They tired of waiting. Patience.
You tell them these truths instead of taking an admonition as a brother. Because that way I care about them niggas he used to sit amongst.
Yeah, they do.
There's a few of them. There's a few of them. I'm sure Daria trying to pull out the fire.
Yeah.
Because he keep reminding them, man, I came up with these niggas. I know these niggas personally.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Instead of taking the rebuke and the chastisement that we give freely over these airways, because Daniel, I'm vowing not to, man, have I ever spurred since you've been knowing me in this walk?
No.
Especially the workers of iniquity.
No.
Boy, you know how tormented these bastards still do to this day.
Yeah.
You got another script over there, Israel.
Yes, sir. I got this Hosea 5:13. It says, ye have plowed wickedness, ye have ripped iniquity, ye have eaten the fruit of lies, because thou didst trust in thy way and in the multitude of thy mighty men.
Yes, sir.
See, they teaching the fruit of lies with these mighty men through precepts of men.
Yeah.
They in the man worship, Daniel.
And that's just what it comes down to. Man, respect however you want to do it, which causes us grave problems.
Right.
Always causes us problems.
Just like the Christians say, my pastor say, these niggas who follow these fake ass goat riding leaders of these camps, man, they got him up on pedestals.
Yeah.
He got 18 shields, man.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
This Negro ain't got 18 or nothing but biscuits he gonna eat this morning. Big fat belly son of a bitch. You got another script over there, Al.
Yeah, I got this Galatians 1:10. It says, for do I now persuade men or God? Or do I seek to please men? For if I yet please men, I shall not be the servant of Christ.
Yeah, because it's going to be a conflict.
Right.
See, he's got a problem. You, Tazaducky, he's saying, I'm the Holy Spirit. So basically he's saying, I'm above Christ.
That's right.
Ooh, boy.
That's right.
You know, the Holy Spirit.
Pure black. He was done the moment that thought came in his head.
Right.
He let it come off his nasty ass lips.
Because it came in his mind, and that's what's going to be judged, the intent of his heart. I mean, what was in your mind to say, I'm going to say I'm the Holy Spirit on earth?
The double tax them niggas up on them.
Yeah.
Because when he came into power, he raised them levies, them tights that they call it, up to 20%.
Yeah.
And that's how that Negro was able to roll through that 5.3 million. That the feds got his own swindling and lying and stealing. And them stupid ass Negroes still defending this wickedness. Boy, that's so disappointing to you, brother Jacob. Boy,
it's kind of to the point that you don't want to believe that they lied to me. How can you be? I just ain't gonna believe that.
That's right.
I mean, just like what's the boy that died of AIDS? The big mega church boy.
Eddie Thone.
Do you know half his members were saying, I just, them young boys, now they probably seduced the pastor.
Man, that nigga up in there with them muscle shirts on, switching like a San Francisco switch hitter, Daniel Solomon. Had them iPhones, cameras clicking like they on a catwalk. Them little naked boys greased up like Thanksgiving turkeys running around there naked. Man, it's straight out of Sodom and Gomorrah.
Yes, sir.
And them Negroes defended it.
Right.
And what did this boy Cash Flow Dollar say? Don't y'all come over here.
Yeah, sure did.
Don't y'all abandon y'all pastor.
Yeah.
I hate to think my people would run off of me if some trouble came like that.
Wait a minute, some trouble come like that?
He just had a wreck.
He was defending his goat riding brother. That's what they take a vow.
Right.
That's what goat riders do. They take a vow to one another. They put the brotherhood of Baphomet over the brotherhood of the Messiah. Will somebody understand that this morning?
It's not the brotherhood of the Messiah. It's the philosophy doctrine of the Pharisees. See, they don't really believe it.
Right.
See, that's how they can make excuses for it. Like when Ariel made the false prophecy, they go to the book of Jonah. And that's their excuse for that prophecy not coming to pass. Well, the only problem with that, who then can be a false prophet?
That's right.
Because you can just use the same thing and say, well, you know, that prophecy didn't come to pass because that brother I turned on yesterday, he would have missed out on that.
That's right.
It wasn't a false prophecy.
That's right.
But look here, it's out there and people are starting to wake up. Those that have eyes will see.
Right.
Like Agmelech just sent me that Judah Mack out of noise, then came out of it and ripping Free Case Ray to pieces.
Good.
So it's going to happen. We can't force it to happen because those blinders have to come off by themselves.
Boy, we trying to snatch deceived Hebrews out the fire.
Right.
We trying to snatch them down. They about to fall down in the fiery flame. The script say we have the power, man, to snatch these brothers and sisters literally out the fire by trying to wake their ass up doing this Operation Wake Up Jacob.
That's right.
And some of them come to the truth and realization, and boy, they turn on these niggas like a pack of wolves.
Well, anytime you feel like I've been deceived or I've been got, it's gonna make you angry.
Right.
That's human nature.
Money been coming out. You think about that money, what I could have spent.
Boy,
money.
Negroes charging $1,200 for Passover. You should want to be where all your elders is gathered at.
Where you see, it's the same exact playbook. It's pastor's anniversary. It's these type of things.
They getting over like hell.
Where you will take your last just to be seen in his presence.
That's right. And if them niggas think, boy, we gonna spur around here, they don't know us very. I know they don't know me very well.
They done been here since the 80s.
They don't know your brother Jacob very well, like this dry snitching ass gorilla.
He knows.
He thought them good for us. He thought them good lessons, man. He thought he dry snitched them out of existence. Man, I posted up for who can withstand everlasting burnings on Group 2 yesterday.
Yes, sir.
Just to give them a taste of what's coming.
Yeah.
Got all this on these hard drives.
That's right.
Gonna load them up.
Well, see, that's always having plan B. Always got to have a backup.
That's having the grace of the Most High.
Yeah.
Because these heathens trying to figure out how Group 2 came into existence.
Yeah.
Man, they jiggling wires on that already.
Oh, that ain't gonna stop.
Wow. Yeah.
And we in the midst of phase 2.
It's warfare.
Yes, sir.
They like, who writing codes for these niggas like this?
Yeah.
We can't even hardly get through the back door. Who taught these niggas that?
Right.
None of your damn business. How about that for an answer? See, I ain't gonna be diplomatic with you.
Right.
I ain't gonna sit up in there trying to be the Black Walter Concrete. Got that one greasy mouth Negro on YouTube lying to folks married to a white woman. He pro-black, this pro. And they found out he married to a white woman. That nigga had the jowls of shame on there, backpedaling like Deion Sanders trying to explain that.
Clarence Williams III did that. I'm gonna get you something.
Yeah.
Selling bean pies.
That's right. Got a son named Whitey.
Oh man.
Man, I ain't trying to be the Black Walter Concrete around here. I admit to you, I'm rough around the edges. It took some of y'all a couple listen tos to get used to your brother Jacob.
Yeah.
First time y'all heard me say shalom, they were like, oh hell no, cut that nigga off. Who is that crazy nigga? Hell, I understand.
Right.
And I admit, boy, sometimes your ears might get singed around here.
Right.
Got some elders mad because I cuss on occasion. Man, been cussing professionally since I've been about 4 years old.
Yeah.
Rude in speech, maybe, but not enough.
Was taught by Uncle Richard. Boy, I was told at the wedding yesterday. I had my head down, and I had, on my phone, I could watch live football. I got YouTube TV. So I'm watching Mizzou kicking Tennessee's ass up past their shoulder blades, peeking in on Florida State, seeing if they can still make the bowl thing. And I had my head down. And my little sister said, no, that was my cousin Londo. My cousin Londo said, boy, you look just like Uncle Richard sitting there. And I thought about it. I do got my beard like Uncle Richard. Uncle Richard never had no dreads. I do favor my uncle. It's my favorite uncle, man.
Yeah. I remember Uncle Richard.
And boy, I reminisce that moment. I'm looking around. I see my nephews. They grown ass men.
Time to
they ain't no little boy.
Time go.
My daughters are young women.
Yeah. Time
young women.
Ain't gonna wait on us. Ain't gonna slow down for us.
No.
I seen a cat, man, I hadn't seen since high school. Seen old Larry there. Because Squeak still go to Northwest School reunion alumni thing.
Yeah,
and
a lot of
and it was a lot of them there at his wedding. So he must have told them or sent them invitations. Hell, I don't know. But I saw a whole lot of Hebrews I hadn't seen before. Boy, you reminisce, Daniel, son. You realize, man, time is short. Boy.
Yeah.
I can remember when I was 18. My memory ain't that far gone, boy.
I can remember way back at least 4 or 5. I
can remember going back to 4 years old.
Yeah.
Because I remember distinctly my cousin Reggie was a year ahead of me. He was going, they made him a little lunch. He went off to kindergarten.
Yeah. I'm
like, well, my clothes to put on it. I want to go to kindergarten too. They're like, no, you got to wait a year. Man, I was hot.
Yeah. Yeah.
I was salty.
Yeah.
I was salty early.
I know. Yeah.
I did devilish things when I got salty, Daniel. I was a bad little nigga.
Yeah.
Hell, I'm still a bad nigga.
Yes, sir.
I don't need to be lying.
Oh,
Constant warfare, boy.
Absolutely.
That's right.
Boy, we come short in this walk.
Yes, sir.
And if we understand that and realize we fellow servants, Daniel, I could never try to put myself above you. I'd be too ashamed.
Right.
What would I look like you, man? You deferring to me, man. Why can't we be brothers?
Right. And no,
Why can't we be
Abraham,
fellow servants in this walk?
Right.
No, we both coming up short, man. We both trying to get up this
Right.
hill.
Right.
Let's help each other. Let's pray for one another.
Right.
Now all these niggas back here, they gonna hate us.
Right.
They're gonna see we got genuine love for each other.
That's right.
I ain't gonna never look at your woman. I know you ain't gonna look at mine.
Right.
I can leave a pile of money right there and walk down to the basement. I know you
Absolutely.
ain't gonna bother. You can do the same when I come and see you.
Yes, sir.
We ain't gonna have them thoughts.
Over 30 years.
We ain't gonna allow Hashatan to come in sideways like that.
Not on that.
No.
Right.
And his brethren, we go all the way back to the days of our ancestors who rolled like that.
Absolutely.
That's what make us part of this remnant, because those are the bloodlines that we come from.
Yeah.
And if we don't set the example for our people, Daniel Solomon, they'll be given over to these goat riding ass deceivers.
But because they think it's the way.
Right.
But they got to quit being so thirsty.
Right.
Explain what you mean by that.
Well, it's just like, when they call women a lot of times thirsty when they go in the club and they seeking out men. They're hunting men, so they call them thirsty. When you find yourself just chasing doctrine,
that's right.
You get too thirsty.
Correct.
You want to drink from every
fountain,
so to speak.
That's right.
To see what it tastes like.
That's right.
Oh, this got a little lemon water in it. I'll chase this for a minute.
And you can be easily swayed.
Yeah,
right.
Easily swayed. And not only that, but want to be swayed.
Sometimes you can want to believe a lie. You got a script over there, Hebrew.
Yeah, I got these Ephesians 4, verse 14, where it says that we henceforth be no more children, tossed to and fro, and carried about with every wind of doctrine.
Yeah.
By the sleight of men.
By the what?
Sleight of men and cunning craftiness, whereby they lie in wait to deceive you.
See,
deceive.
And that's what's happening. They laying in wait, but they don't have to now because they got franchises everywhere.
Right.
And what we're just talking about is observe what they're saying and look at the scripture. All you got to do is say, well, I don't see that right there. Well, see, the Romans put that. At that point, you know what it is. If you continue on, you're choosing to believe.
Right.
That's right.
So everything that comes with you.
And if you stay up under their kneecaps, you choosing to believe a lie.
It's like somebody stopped you finna go in the store and they like, hey, bro, you ain't looking for a TV. I got some new TVs around back still in the box. Well, what is that? Say, no. You can't go around that. See, just give me your money and I'll get it. I'll deliver it right around here for you.
That's a hustle.
You'll be standing right there for 2 months.
That's a straight hustle
waiting on him
game.
to come around there with that box.
That's a straight hustle
Straight
game.
hustle game is the same hustle game, Jay.
Well, we're at the top of the hour. Hold that. We're at the top of the hour. Let's take this first break. Excellent first hour, you Israelites. We'll be right back with more of the world's most dangerous talk show. Shalom. Worldwide. You're listening to the world's most dangerous talk show, the Hebrew One Show, exclusively here on the network. Daniel, who's the artist on that break?
That first jam was by that John boy.
Yes, sir.
And that jam was called Purpose.
Yes, sir.
That second jam was that Lee Haley.
Man, the talented Lee Haley out of Florida.
Yeah. Disobedience.
Man, I profusely apologize. He was one of my artists. I wanted to get up on them stages at the award show.
Yeah.
But you know how the devil was working that weekend.
Right.
And unexpectedly I had to deal with the tables, man. Hebrews was handling the merchandise.
Yeah.
The heathens, want to check. Man, I wasn't able to get
pulled in too many directions. We'll get it together.
Yeah, well, we're going to
spread it out. These artists will get it.
We're going to give all our artists the opportunity to let their light shine. Because it was already, I had them lined up, ready to go.
Because, boy, I want to see that professional show shine.
Man, look here. They walked away with so many trophies. Boy was dragging, boy, when he was heading up out of Memphis.
Yes, sir.
But, boy, I'm here to tell you, these Hebrews, man, they stepping up their game up in this set-apart music, Daniel Solomon.
Yeah.
And it's being enjoyed around the world.
All praise.
That's a good thing.
That's right.
We want to make them on a first-name basis with these Israelites.
Right.
We want them to know who the artist is. They heard a message that's in the music. And it's covering all the genres, Daniel.
Yes, sir.
From the hardcore hip-hop beat to the straight gospel licks. We got artists, man. We got, man, just cats, man, that I don't know where they get this music from or how they do their own arrangements.
From their soul.
But, man, it got to be blood bought, Daniel.
Yes, it is.
You have to receive those kind of gifts in your mama's womb.
That's where they come from. And that's whether you Israel or not, because it's still going to be an identifying marker. So that when you do find out who you are, you can look back and say, so that's why I had them pipes like that.
All right. That's right. That's right. Now, who was just keeping up some propaganda in here? We got some mods up in here this morning.
Yeah, Zev up. Zev is here. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
By the way, shouts out to Zev's daughter. It's her birthday too.
Hallelujah. And I see the Gorilla Man and gave a thumbs down up in a live platform. We know who gave that thumbs down this morning. We know who gave that thumbs down, Daniel Solomon.
Yeah, ain't worried about it.
Right.
Just sit your monkey ass there and see how much more you can take, Pop.
Yeah.
Take them damn hexagrams off.
Please.
Yes, sir.
Strip naked and apologize. Repent or die.
Yeah.
Ain't got time to play games with Daniel Solomon.
Mm-hmm.
Take away from my time going after Satan's ass.
The
Rockefellers, the Rothschilds.
Yes.
That's some folks I like to get at.
Yeah.
But I got to contend with you sneaky ass Negroes up in the Mismo, and I'll do with them sometimes.
Yeah.
Man, can't stand a goat rider.
Yeah, it's written though. So, holes of your own household.
Yes, sir. Let's get back to these phone lines. Shalom, you on air. Who we speaking with?
Talking to me?
Talking to you.
How you doing, my brother?
Feeling good like a Hebrew should. How you doing this morning, Arjalan?
I'm glad to hear that. I'm good. Like you should.
Hallelujah. You sound like it. You sound like you're in good spirits again.
Yes, sir.
I am.
Well, we're keeping you lifted up in prayer, our beloved Arkanel.
Yes, sir. Daniel Solomon.
Boca Tov.
This morning.
Feeling good, Arjalan. Boca Tov to you, brother.
Boca Tov. Sounds good.
Yes, sir.
And Tobias. How you be, my brother?
Feeling good like a Hebrew should. Blessed despite my transgressions, brother, and always good to hear your voice, Arjalan.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Talk to us.
Brother Nick,
Yes, sir.
now, the first order of business, I want you to play for me Sister Connor's track. Play for Daniel Solomon.
Spit it out, Arjalan.
Help him out, Jeff.
Judah Love Part 2.
Judah Love Part 2, or the Moshiach, Moshe,
Now the one I got, Argelon, is just Kanya and her son. Who is these other people you named? Up to me.
She did a revised version and sent to you.
Oh, well, I got a whole lot of emails I ain't been through. I done had a busy weekend. Oh, okay. Well, I got 100 down in my emails. I'll find it for you. How about that? I ain't opened up that email yet.
Okay. And I want to comment.
Go right ahead.
On something. Well, first of all, Jimmy will call me the other day.
Okay.
And he told me about an emblem.
Or like a hexagram type of emblem? What kind of emblem?
Yeah, that he saw on your a shield that you saw on your you was opening up your something that's got two eyes at the bottom.
There's probably a graphic for Walk on the Dark Side. And on that graphic, I got the poster right here.
Yeah.
We want y'all to see the Mason down in the bottom right-hand corner. We want you to see the inverted pentagram with Baphomet's head inside of it.
Mm-hmm.
Up at the top, we want you to see the pyramid with the all-seeing eye. You see that poster right there?
Yes, sir.
I made posters.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Kingdom Preppers made those graphs for me pertaining to each day. Spoken Word Wednesday, Hebrew Interview Sunday, Testimonial Tuesday. So yes, we put that on the Walk on the Dark Side, because on the Walk on the Dark Side, those are the subject matters that we hit on. And we want Hebrews to see what the workers of iniquity is working with. And if you're scared, just cut it off. We ain't scared, Argelon. Never have been, never will be.
Never will be.
Anything else you got for us, Hebrew?
Yeah, because I was telling Jimmy Will about an article that I ran across while I was in prison. I was doing some heavy studying. I ran across an article about King Solomon. I don't remember what book it was now, but I found it interesting reading about King Solomon building the temple of Yah.
No, you're using Testament Solomon.
Mm-hmm. Yep, that's it.
And then he built a dark upper room. That dark upper room, when it went inside of it, a small flicker of light would light the whole room up, because the room was pure gold.
Hold on, Argelon. I need to throw a long-headed bastard head first up out of here. KS Beats, get your How Hitler German ass from out our mix.
He's still in there?
If you wanted to know, it was Brother Jacob who booted your ass head first up out of here with a steel-toed boot. Don't none of you heathens bring y'all ass up in our midst. It was Brother Jacob who booted your ass head. You best crack your knuckles, cut that radio down, Argelon. We can hear it in the background. I'm just throwing a heathen ass head first up out of here. Okay, Argelon, it's back on you. Sorry about that. Now cut your radio down so we can hear you, Hebrew. Okay, Argelon, it's back on you. Sorry about that. We can still hear your radio in the background, Argelon. Cut your radio all the way down. Well, I'm sure y'all hear that.
Yeah.
We can still hear your radio in the background.
That's you.
That was my phone. Sorry about
Okay,
that.
we
Joe.
good. We good. It was a technical problem on our end.
Sorry about
Go
that.
right ahead, Hebrew. Talk to us.
And King Solomon himself drew a hexagram. He drew it as an ideal. Now you remember he had a lot of wives. Some of his wives, I don't know if all of them, but some of his wives were
Different nations.
they were priestesses.
That's right.
That's it, right?
Yes, you did. Temple prostitute.
Right.
Priestess, and they taught King Solomon about the value of stone.
They taught him witchcraft, Arjalan. These strange whores he hooked up with when his loins couldn't get rigid any longer. And the thrill of a woman was gone, he needed another thrill. That thrill was learning the craft of these strange whores that he married. And he was an excellent student. Hell, he was full of wisdom, Daniel Solomon.
Yes, sir.
And it was Solomon who put together the book called the Grimoire.
Yeah.
See, and that's what we read that scripture the other day when the Messiah said that I be single, and talking about that spiritual eye, that
Correct.
people land.
Correct.
He said, if that eye become dark, how great would that darkness be? Because what you're talking about is now supernatural power now coming from the dark side.
That's right.
It's going to be great.
That's right.
Because you thinking wickedness.
That's
You're
right.
breathing wickedness. You're eating wickedness.
That's right.
It's going to be great.
Now, Solomon made a crucial error. He brought a lot of witchcraft. He reintroduced the star of Remphan to Zion.
Yes.
And that was a grievous error. And it was because of that kind of wickedness that caused the kingdom to split. Yeah, nay, Daniel Solomon.
Yes, sir.
The Most High sent forth the prophet and say, look, here go, I got 12 sticks in my hand. I'm tearing 2 out.
Yeah. Yeah.
And the kingdom was split. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
And we've been plagued because the synagogue of Satan, boy, I'm telling you, we're dealing with crafty adversaries. When they set up the Masonic lodge, they set it up after the wickedness of King Solomon.
Yes, sir. And see, and that's what made Israelites think it's supposed to be a right thing. See, that they've been provoked to jealousy by evil.
No doubt. Just as it was written, Daniel Solomon.
Yeah.
Just as it was written. Go ahead, Dr. Bias.
Yeah, I got this 1 Kings chapter 11. I'm going to read starting at verse 1. It says, but King Solomon loved many strange women, together with the daughter of Pharaoh, women of the Moabites, Amorites, Edomites, Sardinians, Hittites, of the nations concerning which the Lord said unto the children of Israel, ye shall not go into them, neither shall they come in unto you, for surely they will turn away your heart after their gods. Solomon cleaved unto these and loved.
And Solomon allowed the idols of these heathen whores who he had bedded and wedded. I should say wedded and bedded.
Yeah.
Because he was a king and he could go on and do his little marriage ceremony.
Yes, sir.
Right.
Before he went up in there trying to knock hip sockets loose.
Yes, sir.
Now, when he allowed those idols to be placed up throughout Judea, throughout the land of our ancestors, you know our Elohim had to be bubbling with anger, Daniel Solomon.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, no doubt.
Broke the first commandment.
Look, and he appeared to Solomon twice.
We have to acknowledge the mistakes of our ancestors.
Yes.
Oh,
Call their ass out on it. And not only that, when we repent of our own transgressions, we're supposed to repent of the transgressions of our forefathers, as well as the transgressions of our brothers and sisters who remain alive this day, trampling all over the law, statutes,
So
and
we
commandments.
don't have to, and it warns us not to repeat it. That's
Right.
what we're doing, is that the repeat don't come. Because if it's coming, just keep stretching this thing out. Keep stretching this thing out. because we keep on doing the other side of the coin.
What do you mean by that?
Well, and just like I say, listening to false doctrine,
Right.
looking for a quicker way to make a connection with the Most High. If he ain't talk to you, he said, go in your closet. This is the way I'll communicate with you. We try to find other ways to communicate. We try other routes to think we can get to him that way. Like the clay don't tell the potter what to do.
That's right.
And when you start to hear those type things, like we heard back in the 80s and 90s, Jay, we gonna go to Mount Sinai and we gonna provoke the Most High.
Yeah.
Wait a minute, so you're gonna have a repeat of Exodus 20, will you?
Right.
That's right. Where you read that at?
Read that at, and then how you gonna get the Turkish government to allow y'all to move in through there and go up to Mount Sinai?
You think Erdogan, that crazy bastard, Muslim bastard over there in Turkey, gonna give you permission to walk up on Sinai and invoke the name of the Most High Yah?
Yeah.
Are you out your mind?
And then,
What you gonna do? Sneak up there?
Yeah, and what we gonna do about the prophecies of Mount Zion, that where he's gonna touch down on Mount Op? So that you just gonna scrap that the plan he had.
Yeah, you done ran out of patience. You gonna provoke the Most High.
And
You
then-
better sit your silly ass down somewhere. Ain't nobody listening to that.
And then in the same breath,
Get going. Get going.
A blast the Edomites about what's in the Talmud when they say if a prophet have a problem with God, say God is wrong, not the prophet. How you gonna quote that and you doing the same thing? Come on, we gonna go back to Mount Sinai and provoke him.
That's
to
right.
Get off his throne. Like you gonna shake him like he nodding out or something.
Now that satanic star Rim Fam, we seen all over that Masonic documentary last night.
Yeah.
That's what Solomon brought forth and reintroduced Zion.
Yeah.
Had Negroes, man, calling upon familiar spirits, because that's what is used to invoke, Daniel, to bring forth demonic spirits.
Yeah.
Go ahead,
Yeah, I got this chapter 26 of this Testament of Solomon, second witness in what we just read in 1 Kings 11. And it says, now I took countless women from every land and kingdom. I also took a journey to the kingdom of the Jebusites and saw a woman in their kingdom. And I fell madly in love with her and wanted her to be a wife in my harem. So I said to their priest, give me this Shemeti, because I am madly in love with her. They replied, if you love our daughter, fall down before our gods, the great Ranfan and Molech, and take her. However, I did not want to worship their gods. So I said to them, I worship no foreign god. But they threatened violence against the maiden, saying, if you have the opportunity to go to bed, to go to the kingdom of Solomon, say to him, I will not go to bed with you unless you become like my people and take 5 locusts and sacrifice them in the name of Renfan and Molech. So because I loved the girl, she was in full bloom, and I was out of my senses, I accepted as nothing the custom of sacrificing the blood of the locusts. I took them in my hand and sacrificed in the name of Renfan and Molech to idols, and I took the maiden to the palace of my kingdom. And let me scroll down a little bit here.
Yeah, you know what he did after that.
So the Spirit of God departed from me, and from that day on my words became as idle talk.
That's right.
She convinced me to build temples of idols. As a result, I, wretched man that I am, carried out her advice, and the glory of God completely departed from me.
Daniel, he put up those abominations in the land of our ancestors.
Yes, yeah, he did.
This is our history.
But look, see, one thing he's doing, he's acknowledging.
Right. I'm finna get to that.
My sin.
Go ahead.
He says right here, my spirit was darkened, and I became a laughingstock to the idols and demons. For this reason, I have written out this, my testament, in order that those who hear it might pray about and pay attention to the last things and not to the first things, in order that they might finally find grace forever. Amen. Because see, in the beginning, he had control of them demons with that signet, but in the end, he lost control and fell off.
Now,
So
what I want you to do is, man, you ain't got no control over no damn demons. Hold on, Arjelon.
Right.
For the Hebrews up in the live stream, I want you to put up on this page, Google Star of Remphan, Remphan. Pull up a Google page and type in there Star of Remphan. I want this to be seen all over the world.
Right.
Because we present the facts to break the non-believers' backs.
Right.
And we just read an example where King Solomon himself confessed that he was crushing grasshoppers like grapes in his hands, sacrificing them.
Yeah.
That's all them damn wicked pagan bastards want them to do. You want this woman with these devilish hips, breasts big as cassava melons.
Yeah.
Look at you, you're trembling with lust. You want her, don't you, Solomon?
Yeah.
I want her. Yeah. I want her bad. What do I gotta do?
Yeah. And look, they threatened the woman. You're gonna have to bring him in.
Just like they did Delilah.
Yeah, Delilah
with Samson.
and she was a temple prostitute. See, and this is what we're talking about. And see,
pull that up on the screen.
These camps have temple prostitutes.
Correct.
See, they send them out as well to lure in men who have lust issues.
That's right.
And they send them out, and they'll call you Lord and King and Master
all day long.
But we're on a different mission. We're here for the camp leader sent us as well to reel you niggas in.
Okay. On y'all screen right now in a live stream, you see from Google, Star Remphan. Daniel, you come around and take a look at this.
Oh, yeah.
Do y'all see the one, the hexagram with the devil's head in it?
Yes, sir.
That's the Star Remphan right there.
Yeah.
Don't be deceived, Zion.
Right.
These Negroes wearing these satanic hexagrams, they leaders know what they doing.
Yeah.
That's the Star Remphan and Molech.
Yeah.
Right there. And they know what Daniel Solomon.
They know it.
And boy, at the end, King Solomon repented and wept bitterly for the great folly he wrought in Israel.
So now we understand why he wrote a living dog is better than a dead lion.
Right.
Because as long as you got breath in your body, you still have a chance
to repent.
That's
but
right.
He had to pay the price.
Right.
That's right. Ain't no getting around it. And see, we use facts to break non-believers' backs because these niggas want to keep these things secret.
Yeah.
Hell, the crackers out of England been keeping it secret for hundreds and hundreds of years.
Yeah.
But why ain't nothing done in the secret ain't gonna come out in the light? And in every Masonic lodge, they got the Star Remphan up in there.
Yes, sir.
Why? Because they down with Baphomet. When y'all gonna debate that? Bring that to the table instead of wasting Hebrews' time and entertaining them.
Yeah.
What else you got for us this morning, Arjelan?
Well, that was part of the matter that I wanted to bring forward. When we put the horse before the cart.
Yes, sir.
I meant the cart before the horse. One of the requirements to get the demon to fulfill your request was to give the demon what the demon lusted after. Someone gave that demon his lust after, which was the blood of locusts. And the demon would do whatever Solomon required. And that's how Solomon activated the demon. But now, in order for Solomon to stay safe, he had to stay within the perimeters of that
hexagram in the circle. You know,
hexagram.
Yeah, that's the same thing they do when they master music. John Todd talked about
that's
that.
Right,
they
Daniel.
get in the middle of that pentagram and conjure up.
That's
but
right.
You couldn't step outside it because the same ones you conjuring up will cut your throat.
Man, will destroy your ass. Will destroy your ass.
Right.
And you step outside, you had to know that you know what you're doing. I'm deactivated. Because when you reach to grab the stone, that damn thing can grab your ass.
Yeah.
You didn't deactivate it correctly.
Right.
On its own then.
Well, it's like a Ouija board. I had he even tell me at work he was playing with one, him and a few of his co-workers, and old Army vet was telling him about it. He said, whatever you do, make sure you close the door.
That's right.
He said they was drinking beer and laughing, it's moving around. One dude said, I'm watching this thing and I could see people's whole demeanor change. And he said they went on off to sleep and left the door open. He said they started cutting their wrists and everything. They had to run down to his apartment and get it. Say he was cussing wildly. I told you to close the effing door.
That's right.
Didn't I warn you?
Oh, man.
So you don't play with them.
Don't, it ain't to be played
No,
with.
it ain't to be played with. You open them portals up if you want to.
You playing with crystals.
Yeah.
You playing with Ouija boards. You playing with tarot cards. You going to see Miss Rudolph.
Yeah.
You playing with fire.
Yeah, you are.
And sometimes when you play with fire, you get burned, Daniel Solomon.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
And look, how he revealed that to me is that, you know, because I always worked like a midnight shift at this computer firm. And so he would see me reading the script, you know, doing the little off time. And he was saying, you know, we started discussing things and we were talking about the exorcist. And that's when he brought that up. He said, man, I ain't never told nobody this. And then he say, what got him, he said he was laying in the bed one night and an old wicked woman just walked past the edge of his bed. He said, man, I know I'm woke.
That's right.
Wide awake. And it says she didn't have no flesh on her jaw. He could just see straight through and see her teeth, and it just disappeared.
That's right.
He said right then, yeah, he said he had to throw them drawers away.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. He
warfare, boy.
He didn't go back to sleep that night, Daniel.
Right.
That nigga drink 5 pots of coffee.
So, y'all, it's a spiritual world.
That's right.
That's right. And boy, these demons heating up in this hour. They got that CERN machine turned up to horrific levels. They ain't even giving no reports what's going on over there in CERN, Switzerland. No. Boy, they got it on lockdown.
Yeah.
And we constantly monitor. But we see the sky show all over the world on the end time signs. Y'all see those halos up in the sky they showed over in Zimbabwe. Had them Hamites standing there with their mouths hanging open. Ain't never seen nothing like it before. Yeah. So the sky show is coming. We are preparing ourselves for that which is to come.
Yes, sir.
Oh, yeah, it's coming. Oh, yeah, it's coming.
All right, Jalon, let us get a few more of these calls for this next break. Come on. What else you got for us?
Okay, Brother Jacob.
Yes, sir.
I need you to before you close the show out, I need you to find you love featuring Memorial and Kanye and her son. And but meanwhile, I need you to play that song.
We'll play that one at the top of the break, and I'll hunt the other one down.
Okay, that'll work.
Appreciate it, Arjelon. I'll put you on hold. 314-932-1104 is a call-in number. Shalom, you on the air. Who we speaking with?
Shalom, Hebrews. Jacob.
Shalom, Israelite. Who we speaking with?
Sleepy.
Shalom, Sleepy. Glad you woke your black ass up.
What's going on? Solomon.
Shalom, bro. How you doing?
Pretty good. Octobias.
Shalom, Hebrew. How you feeling?
Pretty good. Octobias, you didn't have to tell me last Sunday.
I knew that was you, Wak. I knew that was you. I had money on it.
No, we don't. We actually don't even know who on these blinking lines.
Exactly.
You know, they want too much money for call ID. Talk to us, Hebrew. About King Solomon.
That's the Testament of Solomon out of the Pseudo-Pigrapha Volume 1.
Okay.
And that was the very last chapter I read.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And that was 1 Kings 11 that I read out of the Bible that will go right along with.
Excellent scripts.
Excellent. just want to talk about real quick, Brother Jacob, about these fires. I watched a couple of reports on those fires, and the guy was explaining how a lot of these people were caught in their cars, but there was like green vegetation all around their cars, and really the car itself and the people got destroyed. It's like almost like a laser hit it. You know,
there was
a lot going on with those California. They're saying it's prophetic in nature, and there's a lot of videos saying that now because a lot of these cars, everything around these cars is still green, the asphalt still there, but on that car like a laser hit it.
Yeah.
What's your take on that?
I done got a couple of links from some Hebrews. The conspiracy theories already up and running. Its website's up. That those raging fires are caused from lasers from satellites, Daniel Solomon.
Lasers from satellites?
Lasers, you know, just like they got the earthquake machine, just like they claim to have the tornado machine, they claim to have the laser machine.
Heart.
And they can use this machine to shoot a beam down in there, start the raging fire.
Right.
Then as people are escaping, they can still use that same beam and hit individual cars. Now, the one heathen who did that filming, and I posted it up on YouTube, that heathen saw the flames coming and consume those folks from the wildfire.
Right.
He didn't report no lasers hitting him.
No.
He reported he jumped out of his truck, ran and jumped down in that little creek bed, and that was the hottest bath water he said he was ever in when that flames leaped over. He was in boiling water. That heathen wanted to leave.
Yeah, he did.
And when he stumbled back up that hill and after the smoke had cleared, that's where y'all saw them skeletons still in them cars with the seatbelt still on.
No.
He gave an eyewitness report. No, that was wildfire. We was trying to get up out of there. And y'all done seen plenty of those videos of them cars driving madly with wildfire on both sides of them and sparks jumping all over the car and heathens begging for their life.
And see, the only problem with a lot of the conspiracy theories is that you would think they would send them lasers to Compton.
They would be down here on Martin Luther King Boulevard.
So
in the ghetto.
Destroying the civil. I mean, that place was called Paradise.
Yes.
And
wasn't nary
there
was nary a Hebrew resident. There wasn't even a custodian.
Yeah.
Wasn't even a broom man.
Yeah. So
in Paradise, California.
Right. So the question would be, why would they be attacking their own?
Right.
There have to be a substantial answer of why they would lightning strike their own and destroy the worst wildfire. Not only that, but the smog from the smoke is really causing more damage.
Put it like this: who would Donald Trump and the powers that be would rather put them lasers on?
Yeah.
They fellow redneck racist Republican crackers. Or these niggas down here breathing a white man's oxygen.
Yeah.
Or why didn't he hit the Mexicans who running across that border?
Right.
Yeah. So we have to be careful that we're not replacing Most High's prophecy with conspiracy theories.
Right.
You know, so you have to dig a little bit deeper.
We're gonna give y'all the glory.
Right.
And
That's
see
right.
We ain't gonna give it to man.
You know, because if they're doing it like that and they start with their own, then they got a master plan for us. So we can expect nuclear to hit the ghetto then.
And understand this, if they had laser capabilities like that, they would have them lasers pointed up for when the Son of Man about to crack that sky.
Yeah.
They have every laser concentrated like in one of them Superman movies.
Yeah.
And cut them all on at the same time to try to zap them out the sky.
Yeah.
Man, ain't none of that going to work against our Elohim.
Put it on Kim Jong-un and just destroy it, you know, and don't have to worry about all that nuclear talk, or they'll put that on everybody. Now, if they test running on their own people, then it's a whole different situation.
Yeah.
That's
because
right.
they starting with their own.
That's right.
And when you run through Paradise like that, there's millions of dollars that FEMA and the government, Trump just went there. So they got to have government assistance now.
Right.
Or they just going to rebuild what they destroying.
Right.
That's right.
You know, move them back in unless there's a game plan with that.
Can a house divided against itself stand?
No, you know,
No.
so we
They
got
wouldn't
to
be attacking their own. No.
We got to be careful.
No, there would have been some Hebrews you seen burnt up on Martin Luther King Boulevard in Compton, or in Watts, or in Harlem, or in Dade County, Florida, or in the ghetto here in the STA.
Yes, sir.
No, these things are befalling these heathen bastards. And I keep showing y'all on these end time signs.
Right.
These things ain't just happening down here in America.
Right.
Man, I showed y'all Muhammad them alone running over in Saudi Arabia.
Yeah.
Camels and Muhammad and that fool, them man, kneecaps hitting them in the chest trying to run, trying to survive.
Yeah.
The Most High turn them a new ass, turn their asses out the frame. And Acrotis Agraducamatis.
Oh, you gone.
He got a crazy ass name coming up in here anyway. Don't come up in here with no crazy names, because that tell us you crazy from the jump. Get going. Get the hell away from us. Why do these heathens think they can come up in here and think they run something down?
What they say.
I ain't my aqua was on it. Brother Ariel been Israel. He just ate him some cornflakes. I seen him with us this morning. Then finally woke his ass up. I didn't see him in that first hour, but he on it now. I didn't get a chance to see what this moron typed up in here, but my aqua all over it like a cheap suit. Y'all stay on them, man. Y'all stay on them. Don't let those infiltrators come up in here amongst us. We ain't having it. But yeah, that's our feelings on that, man. We don't go for the conspiracy theories. If the heathens had that power, they'll zap the three of us when this show in and we walking out, walking out to the cars this morning.
Well, you talking about some wide jiggling.
Right.
It wouldn't be nothing but ashes. There go Daniel right there.
Right.
Get a shoebox. There go Tobias right there.
There
go a shoebox. Dust Jacob ass over there. Our funerals, we be in shoeboxes out.
Wow.
Them lasers would hit our ass as soon as this show ended this morning.
Yes, sir.
We ain't gonna get a power to this heathen.
Yeah.
We're gonna get a power and glory to the Most High Yah.
That's
now,
right.
They working on lasers. Yeah,
they have that capability.
Right.
Mankind, demonic technology, absolutely. But it'll never be supreme like our Elohim. That's
right.
as simple as I can put it.
That's right.
Yeah.
Talk to us, Sleepy.
That's all about Jacob, but I don't know if you still have the song. I was really thinking about this song. It's called "Endure" by Jacob Producer.
Yeah, we still got that Ox track. We had stopped playing his music because he over there with them Romans now making mockery of Hebrew Israelites, bragging that he eating pork again and keeping Christmas again. He letting that faggot name Verbal Malone. What's that Roman bastard name?
Yeah, that's it.
Michi Malone, Vocal Malone, some old madness. He letting them old Roman bastards use him like a $2 hoe. So I don't play his music on the network no more.
Yeah.
But yeah, I still got that track. Yeah, he mad at Free Case Ray. Free Case Ray them got mad at him.
Yeah.
Because his side hustle is his music.
Right.
And he wanted them Hebrews to buy his music. Free Case Ray them want him to give him his music.
Like the Masons do.
And they want him to pay his tithes like any other nigga.
Like the Masons do.
So he got mad at them. And now he is totally against Free Case Ray. Well, Free Case Ray used to be his boy, his master, but now he done turned on him, and now he running with them Roman bastards, man, and making pure mockery of them Negroes talk about they reincarnated. Man, they making pure mockery of them Negroes. And I'm glad that they turn on them like that.
Me too.
I'm glad that they have to suffer that. Go ahead.
Yeah, and see, it's for them to just don't take this script as an opportunity to get something else off.
Right.
You know, and that's what he was solely in it for. So it exposed that as well. Was he in it to spread the gospel? Yeah, or was his music spreading that bigger than spreading the gospel, so to speak? So you have to suffer these losses, so to speak, if you're mental like that, because for him to just flip like that and go totally back where he come from about what somebody did, the script didn't do that to you.
Correct.
A Negro did that to you, that if you had to read the script, all you had to do was stand on it. It ain't nothing in the Bible say you should be doing me like that.
That's right.
And just depart it. But you can't go to nobody else to get him back, and then you fall into their trap.
Right.
Because next you're going to be cussing them out. And you're going to keep bouncing like the wind.
That's right.
You know, looking for somewhere else to land. The bruh is super talented too, though.
Oh, ain't no doubt. Hell, well, there's other Hebrews that super talented who black ass ain't gonna be heard on this network either.
Yes, sir.
Being super talented ain't got a damn thing to do with it.
Absolutely.
We gonna sniff the spirit first.
Yes, sir.
And if we think it's a hope or reclamation, then we'll work with you.
Yes, sir.
Pray for you.
Yeah.
But if you going crazy, man, get going.
Yeah.
We run this.
Yeah.
Not none of them.
That's right.
We hope we explain that to you, sweet.
I respect that to the utmost. That's why I ride with the Hebrew is like that,
Shalom, Hebrew. And now you know
Yes, sir.
we had a right to express our opinion on these matters.
Absolutely.
This is a talk show.
That's what it is. It is to express feelings with a scriptural, I guess you say, answer, so to speak.
Now I know Jay is listening.
Yeah.
I know that vocab or vocal Malone. I know them crackers is listening.
Yeah.
That Mr. Mechanical voice listening. They all listen. Hell, we call them out by names around here.
Yeah.
And they fingers ain't broke. They could call up here.
Right.
We'll give them the opportunity to chop it up.
Right.
But Negro, you talking about you eating swine again and just making mockery of our true heritage.
Right.
And you run to the enemy. Nigga, you wasn't an Israelite to begin with.
What is
Instead of being, you could be mad at Free Case Ray and still walk with the Most High and our Hamashiach.
Right.
Right. It has nothing to do with the Bible. Whatever he showed you to put you in that position is not in the Bible. You
and your feminine ass feelings, because these Negroes and use and abuse you. Negro, get over it.
Yeah.
At one time, we were stupid ass Christians.
Yes, sir.
Made to go to church.
Yeah.
Ate swine, didn't know no better.
Yeah.
When I was a child, I did as a child. When I became a man, I put away childish things.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Accepted my stripes and gonna keep it moving.
Yeah.
Can I explain it any better than that?
You did a great job.
Right. Get back in these phone lines. Yeah, I still got his tracks.
Yeah, I do too. Yeah.
They still on
all
my
the
play.
tracks of the super talented.
Sometimes I still listen to his track.
Yeah.
Because it's some good music.
Yeah.
But I won't play it over this network.
Right.
Why should I play it in crystal clear surround sound to the four corners of the earth when this Negro ain't worthy of that kingdom work? Let him go back to only his own people and his own friends listening to his tracks.
Yeah.
We ain't gonna provide that platform for. We decide who make the cut round here.
Yes, sir.
Man, Jake, them mad at us, but they could still be playing our music, man. Yeah, you keep on thinking that. Yeah. You still think you running something. You ain't running nothing but your mouth. But when these bills stacked up around here, when we get dry snitched around here, you ain't lifted a damn finger to help us in this matter. Right. We're going to continue to call upon our Elohim.
That's right.
And our fellow servants to get things done.
That's right. And
going to keep it moving. Daniel Solomon haters going to hate.
Yes, sir.
You know that, don't you?
Absolutely.
When they saw you on that live stream yesterday, they critiquing their ass off.
Yeah.
Sitting there with the monkey mouth.
Yeah.
Calling you all man. Look at that short nigga.
Yeah, yeah. That's number one first on the list.
Look at him.
Ain't got a sign of a beard.
Burley got some whiskers down there. He probably drew them on. He probably drew them on. Probably some fallow cotton that nigga gorilla glued on them chin regions, booty face, short midget bastard. Look at him sitting there. You know, they be hating like hell sitting there. Because, man, you have 300 some odd people. They got about 20 people up in their room.
You know, thick skin been there a long time. I grew up in the project South Side.
We used to Jonas.
You know us Webby.
We know professional Jonas in the STA.
There's a thing called bullying.
Yeah, we've been in the Jonas game since preschool.
Boy, Johnny Boy Steps and Floyd Johnson.
Nigga show up to school with a lining all the way up on top of his head. Look at that nigga! Well, we make a nigga go home crying. Snot dripping down to his kneecap. What was wrong? My lining. They laughing at me. I ain't going back to school. Yeah. Do you know some kindergartners? Kindergartners and broke him off like that for the SDA. Yeah. Well, we used to that. We didn't have to have thick skin a long time around here.
We didn't get these advantages of bullying. No, you went back and learned how to compete.
Right. Yeah.
Well, I remember in about the second grade, one of my boys showed up with some shoes. Man, the heels was rent over so bad. He was bow-legged, dang it.
I know it. Boy, what you say, had to lay down to put them on.
So like, man, look at his heels, man. Look how them things leaning.
Yeah.
Man, that nigga hobbled, boy, look like that boy. I'm gonna get you sucker. Coming up out them alleys with them fish chokes. That nigga hobbled up out them classes, man, and we never seen him again the rest of the school year.
Wow.
All of those spoof movies, them Wayne brothers.
We've been around professional. We've been around professional Jonas all our life. You joke one of these Negroes out, man, they go into their girly ass feelings like they straight wounded, Daniel Solomon.
We laugh here with tears when they throw a good one on us. It's a good one.
Man, we hee-haw right along with them.
Can't get mad. That was a good one. They called me the Negro Ed McMahon.
You called me and told me they said that, boy. I was like, well, hell, what that make me, Johnny Carson? So, boy, it ain't nothing we ain't been used to around here.
Yeah, can't take that with a grain of salt.
And like one of them boys saying, one of them trucks, man, they ain't hating enough. They ain't hating enough, Daniel Solomon.
No.
That's why we salute the real men and women in Zion in this walk.
That's right.
If you and far between, we call the remnant.
Right.
I think the remnant gets it.
Yes, sir.
Get back in these phone lines. Shalom, you and I, who we speaking with?
Yeah, this is Jeffrey from Cleveland.
Cleveland in the building. Talk to us.
I had a question. I wanted about the end times. I'm listening to this Christian speaker on the end times. There's four things that he believes. I want to know what you believe on it and the thing he hears there. First thing is, you said that the first 5 trumpets have already been blown. Second thing was that if Trump and the leader of Russia come up with a peace plan for the country of Israel and Palestine within the next few months, the last 7 years of not of us, but the last 7 years of this age will begin. Number 3, number 3 was that the leader of the United Nations is, that's going to be the Antichrist. Number 4 is that U.S. country of USA and Jordan oversees the mark of the beast, because he claimed that the United States is represented by the eagle, and it says that the eagle is going to protect Israel.
Now, who is this Negro saying all this?
No, he said some heathen.
Is some heathen saying this?
Yeah.
Man, heathen is out of order.
Well, the main thing, Revelation 16 say he calls us all to receive a mark. So when they say all,
we didn't read no exception in that verse.
Right. So you understand from that perspective, and also if the first 5 trumpets are blown, once you get into Revelation chapter 6, starting in there, when the trumps start blowing, 8th chapter, I believe, that where the trumps start blowing, you have to see these. He at least have to compare what that script is. That's saying, like, when wormwood hit the water and it destroys 1/3 of marine life. Is that happened yet? If that ain't happened yet.
He said that wormwood was Chernobyl.
It was Chernobyl.
Man,
see, now he make prophecies whatever he wanna.
That's
make
right.
Prophecies
he making it up on the fly.
Right, because
he's a lying bastard. Have to call up here.
Precepts of men.
Because of nuclear radiation leaking in there. Yes, Chernobyl, it'll take 20,000 years for.
What about 3 Mile Island?
But 3 Mile. How about, look, we just had here Times Beach.
That's right.
In Missouri, where dioxin was sprayed all across there, and people couldn't live there for 50 years. And they just starting to move back in there. So we don't get caught up in all that, because the main thing is what the script say, it has to fit to the letter. You can't force it to fit.
That's right.
You can't push a square peg in a round hole. Go ahead, Bob. What you got?
Yeah, I got this Revelations 8, and I'm going to start at verse 6.
What is that?
It says, and the 7 angels, which had the 7 trumpets, prepared themselves to sound. The first angel sounded, and there followed hail and fire mingled with blood.
So have we seen anybody call in here and see if they seen any hail with fire
mingled with blood? I ain't seen it.
You know, or what would represent that?
Right.
Go ahead, bro.
And they were cast upon the earth, and 1/3 part of the trees was burnt up, and all green grass was burnt up.
See, so that's a total different story here. Now, if you look at the movie The Knowing, then that kind of represents that. But that's a movie portraying the end times. But right now, California, 127,000 acres ain't all the grass on planet Earth.
Right.
No, hell no.
Right. And that was just the first Trump.
So it's simple for us, man.
Yeah.
Ain't no heathen.
That's the first Trump.
Ain't no heathen got no business even trying to translate our scriptures, let alone call himself teaching us anything.
Yeah. Well, false prophecy is what it is. It's just trying to get people on edge, scared. But, you know, you have to watch as well as pray and match it up. Like I say, what we just read, if you can Google that, fire, hell mingle with fire and blood, and see where it's hit on planet Earth yet. If he knows about it, then he needs to produce it.
Right.
That's right.
See, that's what it says. It's because the scriptures say prove all things.
Right.
Okay. So all right, I got that. But in terms of Trump and Russia coming up with a deal in the war between the countries of Israel and Palestine, is there any truth to that?
No, I mean, the Balfour Declaration that came out in '48.
No, what he's speaking of, Daniel, is when the rebuilt temple come and the false peace is made between the synagogue of Satan.
Yeah.
And the forces is coming against it. Russia will have a part in this. We see them having military exercises with China. Russia is right across the Golan Heights. It's Russian MiG fighter jets flying over Syria as we speak.
Yeah, but that would be the beginning of World War III, which is going to be stopped by the Antichrist. So nobody will be attacked at that point. So that they're going to stop it. It's going to be order out of chaos. So in a sense, he's reading prophecies, but he's making private interpretations.
Right.
So that's why we have to be it and observe what he's saying, and then really look at it again and say, okay, if this the deal. Now the problem would be is if Trump get impeached and get thrown out of there, then that throws his whole plan out the window.
Correct.
So that's what we have to wait and see if it's capable of that coming to pass.
Right.
If not, because see, these things take years. There's 1,290 days involved with this.
Correct.
They have to be accounted for. So bro, that's all we're saying. When we stick with the script, a lot of times people don't want to wait, and
run out of patience
and understand that it may not happen in our lifetime, but in our grandchildren's lifetime.
That's right.
Because I'm gonna say this, bro, I'm gonna let you go. I remember me and Jacob went down there to holler at Casey Jr.
That's right.
And down on Horseshoe Lake.
That's right.
And he was weeping because
in the back of that van, we was younger men then, and
I knew it was gonna be y'all.
We was bringing some things he had never heard before. Because like I say, I've always attacked the dark side, and I used to love scaring them niggas down there.
Yeah.
They show y'all what the devil doing y'all don't know about down there. And they used to look at me on the outside like, man, is this nigga with the devil? I ain't know so much about the devil.
Right.
Don't know, man. I've always loved to try to draw stuff up. And man, Casey Jr. All of a sudden, I just saw him start crying. We were sitting in the back of the van on the Horseshoe Lake. We're like, damn, Casey Jr., what's wrong? I ain't gonna make it. It's gonna be y'all. It's gonna be y'all, younger generation. We like, oh, come on, man. Shit, you got probably about another 20 years. What do you mean you ain't gonna make it? No. That vision is gonna be y'all. And hell, not me and Daniel got old. We might be weeping in the back of somebody's car one day, telling them youngsters up and I'm looking at my little nephews. They taller than I am. Chin, whiskers. I'm like, boy, this is a grown out. Ain't no little boy no more. That's my little nephew, but he's a man now.
Yes, sir.
Time waits on no man.
No man. Because see, this is done in the Father's time.
That's right.
And he's the Ancient of Days, so he's not gonna measure time like we do. He said, I'm gonna put it down when it goes down like this.
And get over it.
Everything in
2/3 of Israel ain't gonna get it. And that includes some of your loved ones and people that you care about.
Yeah.
You can love them, but you better not love them enough to go to the lake of fire with their ass.
Yeah, bro, and always just check behind him and see what he's talking about, and then Google world events and blood, what he's talking about. If we into the 6th trump already, all hell should be breaking loose.
No doubt.
Right.
It's like the ones with the preterist doctrine that say the second coming happened in 70 AD.
Yeah, 2,000 years ago.
Say that happened in 70 AD.
2,000 years ago.
Talking about right now.
That's right.
The only problem, Nero never proclaimed himself God. He never went to Jerusalem. He sent Vespasian.
And if this 1,000-year millennium, where is my handmaids and servants at?
And if sin is locked up, if sin
If
is
the
locked
devil,
up,
if the devil locked up,
for
if
1,000 years.
the devil locked
I
up,
hate when he get out.
I hate to see him get loose the way these child raping, murderous bastards is cutting up right now.
Putting babies in microwaves, Israel going crazy shit, and sin is locked up.
Please, get
Some
out of here
things
with
you
that.
have to, really think and say, no, I'll be crazy for listening to
That's right. Get on out of here with that. We don't want to hear that. Anything else you got for us, young Hebrew?
All right, man. Now, like, so you don't think it's too good. Antichrist being the leader, the United Nations leader.
Yeah, he'll be the leader of the whole world, and the United Nations is part of that. Yes, they are setting up to bring him forth. So absolutely. Now, even the heathen will sprinkle in a little truth with that 99% of them lies, but always remember, a little leaven leaveneth the whole lump.
That's right.
If you find one booger thrown off over in the greens, you can't eat none of that out of that pot.
Will you? No. If you seen something hanging on somebody's nose, we don't really want to tell them. You don't even say you just got a booger hanging. You
kind of just make a move.
Make a move with your
nose and trying to get my hint.
Right.
If it's one there big as a cornflake fall off in the greens, are you gonna eat?
Not only no, hell no. So a little leaven is the whole lump.
That's right.
Keep that in mind when you're dealing with what some heathen talking about. Appreciate the call. Let's take this break. We'll be right back with more of the world's most dangerous talk show. Shalom. What you doing over there, Dang? Sound like you Broadcasting live worldwide. You're listening to the world's most dangerous talk show, the Hebrew One Show, exclusively here on the Hebrew Israelite Radio Network. 314-932-1104 is the number. Don, who was the artist on that break?
That first jam was that, that pro team out of Cali, Shoshana and the Professional.
They ain't out of Cali. Hell no.
What they out of?
You're from the East Coast, New York, I believe.
What?
I believe they're from New York, boy. Somewhere on the East Coast.
Yeah. Well, Shoshana and the Professional.
Yes, sir. With that don't hate. Yes, sir.
And that second jam was called Proverbs 23:23. That's about that Kepha Israel. We call them comrades around here.
You're from the SGH.
Yes, sir.
That was some of that STL Underground.
Yes, sir.
Hallelujah. 314-932-1104 is the number. Now, we're going to get out of here a little earlier this morning, you Hebrew. We're going to get out of here about 10:30, which is an hour and 15 minutes away. So we ain't going to take no break at the top of the hour. We'll get as many calls as we can get in because we got to get out here and get some things done today. So get in where you fit in. 314-932-1104 is the number. There's one line open right now. Shalom, you on the air. Who we speaking with?
Oh, what's up, Jacob?
Shalom.
Oh, what's up? This is Corbett. This is Diane calling from Sheboygan, Wisconsin. I want to give all praise to Mosai and Yeshua HaMashiach, long live the King.
Long live the King. How you feeling this morning, sir?
And we'll say, what's up, Brother Daniel?
Shalom, Brother Corbett. Yes, sir.
What's up, man? What's going on?
Shalom to you.
Good to hear from you, Hebrew.
Yes,
Talk
sir.
to us this morning.
I just want to say, Mosai is doing a great job, with my chipping on, keep it joke, when the heathen gets bad, I get back in worse.
That's right.
So what it is, Father gave me a great job. Well, as a bishop, I can't believe what the Father calmed me down to. I mean, what is disappointed? You have to have patience.
Yes, sir.
If you pray for something, Father, you ask Father for something.
That's right.
Father gonna you in a wait for it, And he blessed me 8 months later down the line. Beautiful thing. I'm not what he blessed me with. I'm so happy about it. I don't have to use my chip anymore. So
Hallelujah.
anymore. You know what I'm saying?
That's right. Talk to us.
Okay, but here's the thing, man. One thing I love, man. That I love donating to you, man, because I get this. The Brew 2 is it's outstanding.
I'm glad you like Brew 2, Hebrew. Hallelujah. Talk to us.
And it's like Brother Daniel said, one stop shopping.
Yes, sir.
Mm-hmm.
So it's different. It's some things that I know things gotta be, fictional, but I have prayed for patience. So it's working in order. You get what I'm saying?
That's right, Hebrew.
So one thing too, man, that I can't wait to I'm in this. So I'm putting a tenor now too for the first time.
Go right ahead.
Okay, I'm sorry. Because it's kind of starting on my phone here. And I do go back home to the UK all the time. My pocket on, make sure he's safe and all. I'll have to do that.
Well, you better be careful because the whore queen hear you this morning listening to Brother Jacob. You might be brought in for questioning.
Right.
You good. When you talk that good English, so you sure can get past some long ass lies.
Yeah,
right.
They know you a native tongue the way you talking.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I love to hear you.
Yeah.
That's right. That's right. That's right, Hebrew.
I would say a couple of things too from the brothers in the UK. We have to support our sisters for the T20 cricket. The sisters of cricket are doing very well. They are kicking off.
What the hell is cricket?
Yeah, it's cricket. It's girls cricket.
Never heard of it.
That's when they they got like a mallet type object and hit that ball through them little rings, little square rings on the ground. That's not cricket.
Google it, you see what it is. But the brothers from in Ireland And from the UK, we know what it is.
They know what it is.
Yeah.
Down here in the Valley of Death.
Look, everybody gonna know an hour later from now.
Right,
what
right.
it is.
Everybody down here, a cricket is something to jump in your basement when it's about to get cold in the winter.
Yeah.
We got crickets around here, but it ain't the
Not
crickets
like
you talking about.
It's only like 3 hours max or whatever. It's a 20-year-old. Well, I'm sorry for that. I just want to put the girls, they come and play on 2 o'clock. I find in Wisconsin. It's always finding it, in the UK, and I just already know.
They know what the business is.
I have to go. I hope you're listening, ladies. I know you're listening. So go ahead and take them out. Go ahead and do your thing. You're good. That's what I want to say, man. And another thing I want to say is, what's the dowry guy, man?
That's right.
But bro, he's off that, man. So I'm dowry guy, man. He tell you straight up,
That's right. Hallelujah.
And it brings me to one thing I like to say too, because I don't like new about Negroes, man, talking all that crap, man. You're too harsh. I came to you, most I bless me to listen to your station because I like hard talk, man. We're hard-headed people.
Well, we ain't got time for soft talk,
bro. Show is.
That's right. We ain't got time for all that soft talk around here.
We don't need that, bro. We don't need all that.
Get on away from here with that, man.
That's a blessing. For 4 years to listen to you, man. Man, that's a blessing. I thank the Most High. I thank the Most High every day for my prayers. Thank you to listen to you, man. And Brother Daniel and the newcomer there, Tobias, man, it's just soothing, man. I had no more anger, man. So that, he's changing me, man. It's this beautiful thing, man.
All praises.
All praises. That's right.
Well, that shows you growing in the walk.
That's right.
And we all are work in progress now.
Yes,
Yes, sir.
No matter how long you've been in this walk.
New creature.
Hallelujah. On the way to the kingdom.
Yes,
right.
you got to be.
Yes, sir.
Can't go up and down with these ways. We got what we think.
No, can't drag these chains, y'all.
Or watch a commercial and change your whole thought process.
Ooh.
Man, see a wide hip devil woman and change your whole thought process. Be ready to throw your soul down in that alley and that fiery pit in the blink of a damn eye.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Tobias.
Yeah, I want to read this Romans 12. I'm going to start at verse 1 and read down to about 2. It says, I beseech you, therefore, brethren, by the mercy of God, that ye present your bodies a living sacrifice, holy, acceptable unto God, which is your reasonable service. But be not conformed to this world, but be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind, that ye may prove what that good and that acceptable and perfect will of God. So you being transformed by the renewing of your mind, brother.
That's right.
That's right.
I just want to say, bro, it's very hard. Like I said, it's hard to kill that old man. He's just bloody head.
Welcome to the team.
Right.
Man, I got 3/4 dead, man.
That's right. That's right. It's a terrible thing, man, to learn the truth and then turn away from it and go back into the world. Most I say that's one of the worst things you could do. It's better you had never known the truth.
Right.
Jay, the producer.
Yes, sir.
Than to know the truth, throw it away and walk back into the world down the side.
Right.
Grievous error.
Yes, sir.
Not me and your opinion, according to the record.
I mean, to blame the word on them, it's either was the truth or it was not. At least explain why you're saying, no, that can't be the truth. Ain't no way that shoddy job of trying to chop Deuteronomy 28. No, that was weak as water. You know better than that.
You know better than that.
You know what? Who else gonna fit it? Who else you got on the planet?
And to run over there to them Edomites and damn Roman enemies of ours like that, man, is shameful conduct.
Yeah, but
it's unbecoming.
It's like I say, you got to be fully persuaded in your own mind.
That's right, Don.
He's being persuaded. This man persuaded. Then this man persuaded.
That's right.
No, if you ain't
you like
persuaded
a boat
in your own mind, that's gonna be a problem.
You like a boat in rough water.
Yeah.
Tossed to and fro.
Right.
Go ahead,
Yeah, I want to read this Luke 9. I'm gonna read verse 62.
Is that the whole queen calling you, Corbin?
But that I ain't got no man. I ain't got no worry about that.
Okay, hold on.
I got the Most High on my back. I got
Hallelujah.
the Messiah.
Hallelujah. Hold on.
Go ahead, I want to hear that. I want to hear that.
Hear that scripture.
I want to hear it.
Yeah, this that Luke chapter 9, verse 62. And it says, and Jesus said unto him, no man having put his hand to the plow and looking back is fit for the kingdom of God.
Right. You get into this work.
Just that simple.
No, you can't quit when you feel like it.
Right.
What you mean you ain't showing back up after lunch? You ain't gonna even clock back in.
That's right.
Wow.
That's right. Because a little heating came your way. A little mockery, a little hatred from some moron.
We got to call the people on your list to see where you at.
You got to be built to last on this walk.
Yes, sir. Endure.
It's a war. There's gonna be many battles.
Oh yeah.
And some of them you're gonna get flat foot, knocked clean the hell on your knees.
Right.
Yeah.
Show up to work tomorrow with your little lunch. They tell you can take that home and eat.
Yeah.
Huh? What? Man, they didn't fire everybody. Them damn Mobites got our jobs. Man, we don't get talking now. Ain't no talking to nobody. Get your little things and get on out. Boy, that's a long walk out to that parking lot, ain't it?
But you got to be thinking, you just got to say, have mercy on me.
Right.
You know, it's tight now.
The hour got me. This door closing must mean there's a bigger one open.
And, you know.
Man it up. Man it out.
Got to grind it out.
Right.
Come on now.
Look, that's why we got to seek that other rest in Hebrews 4, because every Sabbath day we still got to face this the following week.
Correct.
No, we looking for that rest, man. That's where it was like Adam had, just chilling, tilling the ground, working a little bit, taking care of them animals, but didn't have to worry about Mr. Child.
That's right. That's right. And now,
Born in retirement.
That's right. Mikael, there ain't no chips you hearing us. I'm turning the pages on these scriptures over there.
Oh yeah.
They think you up in there eating Pringles.
Dad, for real.
Ain't no rapid Pringle need to going on.
Last time I was gulping drinking water, they thought I was getting nervous or something.
Yeah.
I heard him gulping.
Eat the potato chips and be talking and be choking half to death over there. No, that's some scripture flipping you hearing. Our Corbin is always good to hear from you. Go on and answer that phone and tell the whole queen, don't interrupt us when we're chopping it up like this.
I don't fear no man.
We know that, Hebrew. We know that, Hebrew.
Because my Holy Office with me, and Yeshua HaMashiach is with me.
Hallelujah.
That's right.
Hallelujah.
That's right.
That's the kind of testament we want to hear. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Hallelujah. That's what we're talking about.
It's too sweet.
Too sweet, yeah.
Try Concord.
Yes, sir.
Now you come
See,
from
that
over
make
there.
you drink a whole lot of it.
Yeah.
You probably could go and deal with that, man.
Yeah, you.
I'm not going to deal with that.
You from over there in England. You know, you from over there in England where they originated that Scottish whiskey.
Yes.
Scottish whiskey. And boy, they got liquors over there.
Yeah,
Boy.
Right.
yeah.
That's where it come from.
That's right.
And see, they run Scotland.
Yeah.
Well, we run Scotland.
Yeah.
That's where all that Scottish whiskey come from.
Yeah.
Boy, Johnny Walker Red,
Yep.
all that.
So it sounds like what we got here is sold at all.
Man, that's Kool-Aid to them over there. Be like, man, y'all sipping on this Kool-Aid. See, we couldn't drink with them.
Yeah.
They drink us under the table, boy.
Try the Concord, brother. That's a little bit more better.
Yeah, and the words of our brother Darby, I'm going to say this too. Two things, just one thing I say. I can't remember in a holy manuscript where it says the Jack Black preachers always said, if you came to my counsel, what would I say is, you would turn back from your wicked ways if I told you. I'm sorry, but I'm not as right as you guys in this scripture, but I do my best.
But if you just turn from your wicked ways,
Go ahead, Danny.
Brother Tobias, you get what I'm saying, like.
I've heard what you're saying. I'm just trying to figure out the rest.
Preachers, they know Father didn't talk to them, but if he talked to them, they would change from their wicked ways.
Well, they claim all the time. They talk to the Lord. They lie.
It says in Jeremiah 23.
Well, that's what I believe he's referring to.
I'm sorry.
I mean, yeah, we could pick up on it from what you're saying. There's gonna be, it'll be close around them areas if they're saying what the Lord has said. He has said, I have said.
Okay.
When he said, I mean, this is my sheep. I'm destroying him.
Is the New Testament?
I'm just trying to get that.
Might be Matthew 20.
I pray that I'm making sense here.
You stumbling like hell, but you're doing it in good English. You're doing it in good English.
No, I mean,
right.
Yes, sir.
Go 23, Jeremiah. Just see if it sounds like anything to you. Just see if this one, if not, we'll move to another one.
23 and 23 in Jeremiah 23. One more page here. Okay. It says, moreover, the word of the Lord came to Jeremiah saying,
okay. No.
Verse 23, chapter 23 of Jeremiah.
No, you ain't in that.
Right, that was 33. That was 30. No, you fine, bro. That was my fault. That was my fault.
I'll do it here. Yeah. I'm gonna start at verse 22. Yeah. But if they had stood in my counsel, well, let me go to 21. Okay. I have not sent these prophets, yet they reign. I have not spoken to them, yet they prophesy. But if they had stood in my counsel and had caused my people to hear my words, then they should have turned them from their evil way and from the evil of their doings. Daniel Solomon, they ain't hardly followed the instructions of the Most High.
No.
Because they didn't get Israel to turn away from them wicked ways that caused us to be thrown head first out of the land.
Right.
But yet these fat bellies still talking about they prophesying in the Father's name.
Yeah.
You know how many they gonna say on that day, Lord, Lord? He gonna say, I don't know who you is. Who is this?
Right.
Who is this? Who know it? Come on, bro, man.
They gonna holler, then we prophesy in your name, then we heal in your name, and we praise in your sing in your name. We're like, get him up out of here.
No, that was to somebody else.
By all.
Yeah.
Baphomet.
Yeah, finish reading some of that, Jake. That's good.
Verse 23.
The Hebrews get in, man. All praise the Most High. Long live the King, Yeshua HaMashiach. You know, and you brothers, man, have a fully beautiful blessed day. You know, Brother Jacob, Brother Daniel, Brother Tobias, man.
Appreciate the call, Hebrew.
Shalom, Brother Corey.
Shalom.
I hope the girls G20 go ahead and take them on. The Hebrew girls that's on the trial.
Yes, sir.
That's right. They gonna handle their business.
Yeah.
The Hebrews gonna handle their business.
One love.
Shalom. One love. Let me read a little bit more of this down.
Yeah. Like that, huh?
Yes, sir.
He's in 22.
Yeah. But if they had stood in my counsel and had caused my people to hear my words, then they should have turned them from their evil way and from the evil of their doings. Am I Elohim at hand, saith the Most High, not a Elohim afar off? Can any hide himself in secret places that I shall not see him? They think on them checkerboard floors up in them lodges when they done closed the windows and put the shutters up where can't nobody see in or out dining. They think they hiding in that.
No.
Huh?
No.
Do not I feel heaven and earth, saith the Most High? I have heard what the prophets say, that prophesy lies in my name, saying, I have dreamed, I have dreamed, I had a dream. Where we hear that from? All them little white girls and black boys skipping through the tulips in Mississippi.
In America?
What? That's a nightmare, ain't it? No. Somebody about to be killed.
Well, one thing he was clear about, he said, I have a dream. Okay,
get it straight.
Yeah.
How long shall this be in the heart of the prophets that prophesy lies? Yeah. They are prophets of the deceit of their own heart.
Of their own what, boy?
Of their own heart. Messiah coming back in 2000. These white folks gonna be killed. We gonna be running the world. Ephraim gonna come up out of Mexico. Tonto and them coming up out of South Dakota. They gonna have beards and mustaches.
Precepts of men, fruits of lies, bro.
That'll be the first time we see Chief Crazy Horse with beards and mustaches and sideburns.
Boy, he said coming out of South Dakota.
Out of South Dakota. With beads and deer skins on. Boy, they prophesy lies out of their own heart, Daniel Solomon. We witnessed it in this house.
Yes.
Yep.
Verse 27, which think to cause my people to forget my name by their dreams, which they tell every man to his neighbor, as their fathers have forgotten my name for Baal. Prophet that hath a dream, let him tell a dream. And he that hath my word, let him speak my word faithfully.
Faithfully.
That's what we gonna do.
It's always been around.
That's what we gonna do.
Yeah.
Take on the tradition of our ancestors, who this was intended for,
right.
Who's been carrying this out.
That's right.
Since Israel been walking around.
That's right.
But there's always been a remnant out who knew what the business was.
He let Ezekiel know that. You think it's only you?
Right.
You think you the only one ain't bowed the knee to Baal?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
What is the chaff to the wheat, saith the Most High? Is not my word like as a fire, saith the Most High, and like a hammer that breaketh the rock in pieces? Just end all the BS.
Yeah.
Give me some chapters and verses.
Yes, sir.
I ain't interested in your philosophy.
Yeah.
Your crazy, lunatic, man-made doctrine. And you, Lucy, shut your sneaky ass mouth. Y'all ain't men enough to speak publicly.
Right.
Your vow to Baphomet forbids you to speak publicly concerning these matters.
Right.
And you take your vow to Baphomet much more serious.
Over faith.
Than this brotherhood of our homicide.
Yes, sir.
Who don't cotton to none of that wickedness.
No.
Nor tolerate it.
No.
His eyes gonna be flaming red with anger.
Are you gonna agree to call somebody else master? You gonna agree to that?
That's wickedness off the top, ain't it?
Yeah.
Let's get back at these phone lines, boy. Shalom, you on our, who we speaking with?
Shalom.
Shalom, Israelite.
How are you doing? How are you guys doing?
Feeling good like Hebrews should. Who we speaking with?
Okay, blessings. My name is Danielle, and I'm calling from Michigan. I need to find out, and I've been going through issues with some Hebrew like brothers, ways and the laws of doing a divorce. I've been, kind of dating some Hebrew brothers, and some of them say that they have divorced their wives because they have abandoned their marriage. But one brother was telling me that he sent a letter of divorcement through the internet, and I'm trying to figure out, is that the right correct way to put something like that? And I just need some information regarding that issue.
Well, for one, on the laws of divorce have to meet the requirements. The Messiah said, save fornication, unless it's causing a problem where it's bringing physical harm to someone. So those are the only lines, or abandonment, them not providing the rules of a husband, so those type of things, if those are not met, then you can start to talk following the divorce proceeding. But 1 Corinthians 7 can't get into it. It say try to separate first and then come back, because the separation is like the first step of divorce. Like endowment is the first step of marriage until you have the ceremony. You will have a divorce ceremony, so to speak, too, and where it becomes public knowledge that y'all no longer together. Now, if you just got some documents wrote on a piece of paper, or they transmitting divorces through email, that's tomfoolery.
That's right.
Ain't no need in playing no games with this. That ain't no power of protection. You know, you have to get this stuff on record. So if I decide to prove that y'all was married, I go to the courthouse and your name gonna pop up.
That's right.
And this prevents bigamy.
And there's a terrible accident.
Right.
There's a terrible accident.
Yeah.
And you got to rush up to the hospital. You want to be able to say that your wife is your wife,
Right.
and they will immediately let you back there.
Right.
Right.
But if her people show up and say y'all got crayon marriages where y'all put out crayons and Crayolas and papers and drew
Right.
marriage contracts and threw down some salt and jump brooms, and they in-laws don't like your ass,
Right.
you ain't getting back there by state law.
Right.
Even though you've been with this woman for 20 years
sir.
and got 10 babies with her. You'll get a receipt for your car, won't you? You'll get some paperwork for your car, won't you, Dad?
Yeah.
You
A
sure
warranty for that
you sure want that
factory.
warranty. You want that paperwork on that flat screen TV you got, don't
Yes, sir.
Something go wrong with that, you want that paperwork, right?
Right.
What's wrong with having paperwork on your soul, mate?
On your
Right.
most prized possession because
Right.
it's yourself.
Right. Your
It's
flesh.
yourself. You the same flesh.
Right.
As our ancestors did.
Yeah.
But the problem is, he divorced this woman, or the woman divorced him one time because she was a cocaine addict.
Sister, we done heard it all through the 30
Yeah.
years. We can
Right.
save you a little time.
Uh-huh.
You know, we've heard this from a coaches going way back. Yes, these Negroes will twist some script, give you a sad story, say why they had to do this, why they had to do that. And oftentimes they'll leave a trail of unwanted children.
Yeah.
And dragging women's stories.
Right.
That's a mile long.
Yeah.
And yes, we understand you want to fight the urge and it's
Right.
lonely out here. We and heard all of that at coaching, but we ain't relationship coaches. We can't give advice, you know, on a personal level.
Right.
But we
Right.
say use common sense and take it to your father.
Right.
And he'll give you some understanding. Now we're giving you our corner side of thinking on these matters.
Right. And 1 Corinthians 7 gets into that really deep because I tell you the main thing, if you true about this, it says stay single as long as you can. Don't get back into this no more. This may not be for you.
Negro will sweet talk you and you need to be covered right now. There's trouble coming tonight. You need covering. His version of you being covered may not be the biblical version of being covered.
Yeah.
Even though he'll frame it and smooth talk it and hammer it around the edges. Show you half a script. Yeah, hammer it around the edges. Show him half a script. Snap that book closed. And sit there like he's in the spouse some wisdom. Or drawers melting off.
Okay.
And the covering he's talking about is about to take place. But it may not be that biblical covering that he think he got your hood winked on.
Absolutely.
Ain't nothing new under the sun.
No, man, same old.
This is a technique go all the way back to Egypt amongst our people. We've always been a hot blowing people, right, Dan?
Absolutely.
When Moses up in that mountain getting the law, they was busting out in soul train lines, buck naked.
Boy,
them bushes was right.
Rose up to play.
They rose up to do what?
To play. You know what that means?
In the Ten Commandments movie, they showed that one heathen had a woman on the boat horn, running recklessly, running recklessly through the camp. Boy, Lawrence was on fire, Daniel Solomon.
Yeah, and this is why he going to get the law after coming through the Red Sea.
After seeing, and man, hell, after coming out the 430 years of bondage, what is you talking?
Yeah.
We supposed to be straightened out like a mug.
Right.
But no, not this people, not this people. A peculiar people that,
right.
Yes, sir.
That we have to deal with this. They our own. Judas was our own. These sellout Negroes who will sell you out for a cold pepper sandwich that you work with. Some of y'all know y'all got niggas y'all work with this hair stand up on the back of your neck when you walk past. It don't mean you're no good. They'll snitch their own mama out, let alone you out. We have enemies amongst us. It's been a plague upon us a long time.
Yes, sir.
And some of them is up in our midst. You know that, Dan.
Yes, sir.
Because the adversary is crafty. He plants them up in our midst. That's why you got to be on guard at all times.
That's right.
That's what war is, correct?
That's right.
And in wars, there are going to be wounds. You're going to get wounded on this walk.
Yep.
Feelings might get hurt.
Yeah.
Yep. Yep.
Now you're ready to tell on them, ain't you? Coach E, right? Taking her back, and she's out in the street, and I said, it's too much. It's too much for me. Yes, Coach E.
He's running a silly woman game.
Yeah, he running a silly woman game now. We ain't telling you what to do. We got free will in this matter. Or y'all emotional creatures.
Yeah.
That's a hard question.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. But sister, you know and he know too.
That's right.
I mean,
you know what the business was. Yeah. You knew what the business was. A Coach E, y'all. You were coaches. Know what the business is with these Negroes. Yeah, like I said, we understand it can get real lonely in this walk. You know, hearts do get trampled on. Y'all some emotional creatures. We understand all that.
Yes, sir.
We got daughters, we got mamas, we got sisters, we got women folk. We know about these things.
Right.
But what we saying is the devil don't play fair in warfare.
That's right.
And a nigga you might desire, the one you think you can mold out of his hobo ways, you gonna stop him this long string of crack addicted women that he's attached to.
Yeah.
Still got paperwork on him. But he wanna come and holler at you.
Yeah.
And want to use the script to do a little covering.
Right.
But it ain't that biblical covering. You want to do a little hammering around the edges, Daniel Solomon. And bring forth that covering for you.
Yeah.
And yes, they'll play with your emotions, your feelings. Get that call in the wee hours. We understand all that, Coach E. And you want to tell on him bad. You want to tell him who he is, don't you? Tell the truth and shame the devil. You want to tell who that nigga is, don't you?
Don't do it, sister.
Right,
don't
right.
do it, Coach E. He know who he is. He's shaming hell right now. He's sitting on the edge of the seat. His wife listening. Is they talking about you, nigga?
Yeah.
So we understand all of this. We understand all this. We understand all this. Yeah, he ready to move on.
Yeah.
That's a move on move.
Yeah.
That's a move on move.
Yeah, sis, you know, it's right before you. You already got your answers. You see the writing on the wall, sis. I know it hurt, but that's why you have to take, and we have to really understand this marriage covenant that the Most High talk about, because the covenant we making with him is a marriage covenant. It's gonna last eternity. So he's trying to get us to understand for these perspectives. But if you go in with drama, that's what you probably gonna be getting.
Right.
You know, because it be right there. It show it faith, but we never get past the courting process.
And we know some of your coaches may have good intentions of this hobo reclamation project that you want to take on, but some will fail before you. Chances are the bird he gonna get out the cage might happen to you too. And yes, feelings get hurt and bitterness set in. Daniel's tell you, turn to the Most High.
Right.
Ain't no soothing words we can give
you. I got you. Don't worry about that. But if it ain't for you, like you say, this the bottom line. These are the only questions we ask, both male and female. If it don't change, what you gonna do?
That's right.
Right.
That's right. And marriage is an honorable thing. I witnessed it again last night when my big brother got married.
Yes, sir.
It's a beautiful thing to have both sides of the family there.
Yes, sir.
Publicly, everybody there. You see them coming down the mile.
Right.
See them little baby ring birds.
Right.
Short leggers I'm talking about, Daniel.
Yes, sir. Proverbs 18. The man to find a wife, find a good thing. So says, look at yourself as a good
bridesmaids on this side, good men over on that side. That's an honorable thing, man. It's part of our heritage and our history.
honorable to all. And that's what I used to call him all the time. But he said, I really want to marry you, but then I don't want to marry you. He had already got married, and then he saw that his wife and himself was still drinking and he was mad. And then he said, I'm not married to her no more. Well, where's the paperwork? What's the procedure?
Well, see, sis.
Yep.
You know, because they didn't take the paperwork down to the courthouse.
Yeah,
So
but
it was the biblical way.
Well, look, this is what we're talking about. That's why we're talking about public knowledge. You wouldn't have to be asking them nothing. You go down to the courthouse. It should be public knowledge.
correct.
But if it's just that crayon paperwork that ain't been notarized or nothing, whatever it may be, that ain't on record nowhere.
We call that playing house.
Playing house. I mean, you know.
Hell, we was young once. We played house once.
Yeah.
We from this world. We of this world.
Yeah.
We speak on years of experience. Is that correct, Daniel?
Absolutely, bro.
Huh?
Yes, sir.
Well, I remember seeing you in the wee hours.
Yeah.
Doing things we ought not been doing.
I saw you.
I know I was right there with you.
Yes, sir.
So we know what we speak.
Absolutely, bro.
And we can only counsel these Hebrews based on our experience.
Right. It's best teachers.
But just jump head deep into these scriptures.
Hallelujah.
And understand that 1 Corinthians 7 and that Ephesians 5. You know, get into that and understand and be found, you know.
Right.
And that'll soothe your soul when you be found. Right now you hunting, you know, and you hunting his bad behavior. And this is just your side of the story. He probably got a total different spin on this that we can't get involved with.
Nah. Yeah, nah. Not only hell no, because we spend up all our time.
Yes, sir.
On personal relationships, and we ain't no personal relationship coaches.
No.
We ain't got no letters of learning.
No.
Familiar counseling. And hurt feelings. None of that.
No.
But we can give
That's right.
advice that we give.
You ain't the Negro Dr. Field.
No, not only hell no. No, our record's too raggedy. You try to claim something like that.
Yes, sir.
So hang in there, Coach, and know the Most High is with you, but take it to the closet. And yes,
that's
right. Even though he may be tall and good looking and got them good voices you like to hear growling in the wee hours.
Yes, sir.
That reclamation project may have came up a little bit short.
Yeah.
You ain't the person ain't gonna be alive.
Right.
And we tell our sisters to guard their hearts. Y'all daughters of Zion.
Yeah.
These Negroes should be glad to walk down the street with you when the sun shines.
Yes, sir.
You a backdoor woman, we got another word for it.
Yeah.
If you a backdoor woman, you know you a backdoor woman.
Right.
We realists in this walk.
That's right.
Carry yourself in the right mind and ask the Most High to send the right one to you. And maybe he'll answer that prayer. What about that, Daniel?
Yes,
we've seen that take place, correct?
Absolutely, bro.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Appreciate the call. Well, you see the example.
Yeah.
My parents lived in 1 year and got married, and they stayed married for 56 years.
Yes, sir.
That's right. That's
so I have a good idea of what it takes.
Yeah, you've been around.
That me and Daniel came up with mom and daddy in the house.
Yeah.
Then buried our pops. Still looking out for our moms.
Yeah, that's right.
We seen this example with the generation before us coming up.
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
My grandmother and grandfather.
That's right.
Years, decades upon decades. So we understand this concept. Not this thing that these cats is running today.
Yeah, right.
Not honorable in the eyes of the Most High. And we know right from wrong, Zion. And we all grown out here.
Yeah.
Appreciate the call, Coach Chief. Shalom.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you.
Shalom.
Shalom.
What you got, bro?
Go ahead, Hebrew.
Yeah, I got this Proverbs chapter 4. I'm gonna start at verse 20.
What's that hitting on, bro?
Hitting on what Jacob was just hitting on, issues in our life.
Yeah.
My son, attend to my words, incline thine ear unto my sayings. Let them not depart from thine eyes. Keep them in the midst of thine heart, for they are life unto those that find them, and health to all their flesh.
Yeah.
And this is it right here, verse 23. Keep thy heart with all diligence.
That's right.
For out of it are the issues of life.
Yes, sir.
Ain't no getting around.
No.
We discussed those issues over these airways.
Yes, sir.
Boy, heartbreaking is what it is. Keep your heart diligent.
Yes,
And
sir.
that's your mind, because that's where it started at.
Right.
Yes, sir.
Can't think, can't sleep, can't eat.
That's right.
You fasting. Ain't even made no vow about it.
When you start asking them hard questions,
Yeah.
that's when you get to saying that you ain't like you used to be.
Yeah.
You ready to make it at this stage left.
Yeah.
You know, already got some coals and some fires on the other side of town now.
Oh, replaced already.
Harsh reality is
Hey,
setting in.
boy, come on. On
Yeah,
both sides of the coin.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
No doubt.
Yeah.
And they ain't the first, it ain't gonna be the last. Would you let them know that again, Daniel?
That's right.
What she was expressing, there's a whole lot more that was listening, going through the same thing, both sides.
Absolutely, bro.
This morning.
Yes, sir.
Nothing new under the sun.
And sometimes babies' chillings is involved.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Brings a whole nother dynamic.
That's a whole
Yes,
different
sir.
perspective that it puts on it, ain't it?
Yes.
We have to face this, Zion. But hell, the government set it up to tear our families up.
Yeah.
How Shaitan letting loose unclean spirits in the midst.
Right.
Spirits of hot lust and carnal
Oh,
wickedness.
Yeah.
Negro scheming, niggas killing one another. Boy, it's out of control.
Yes, sir.
Oh, yeah.
And boy, we going through it like no other people because we getting it from all sides.
So
All nations hate us.
Yeah, he said what the generation that see this is going to be a sinful and adulterous generation, both spiritually and carnal.
And that's a wicked combination right there.
Boy.
That's a wicked
You
combination.
come out a recipe for disaster.
Right. Whoredom and fornication on
Oh,
both sides.
boy, on both sides.
That's worthy of death.
Yes, sir.
Eternal death.
Yeah.
I ain't talking about just closing your eyes and
Right.
going over there and putting funeral clothes on your ass.
No.
Eternal damnation.
Right.
No, I'm talking about rising back up out of there for the judge.
Yeah.
And you should be able to see that afar off, but what's right in front of you got you blinded. So you can't see it up there because you're so wrapped up into this.
That's right.
You know, you better keep looking because there's going to be something after this.
Yeah.
And that's
Because if he or she died the next day, he's still in the same position.
the same position. And ain't no
Right.
repentance in the grave, Daniel Solomon.
So,
Ain't no reading no hymnal psalms and humming. Glory in the grave.
No.
You know how heathens would be
Yeah.
singing down in the grave for
Yeah.
repenting if they had the chance.
Yeah. All the love. hate,
Then
all
did
that
nigga,
stuff.
Yes,
then did nigga killing all their life.
Yeah.
Now that them eyes closed and they know what they face, they can smell that sulfur. They can
Yeah.
feel that heat. Boy, they be repenting their ass off.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna do it no more. I ain't gonna do it no more. No, we know you ain't.
right.
Right.
Where your ass being thrown head first in. We know you ain't gonna do that no more. We don't need your assurance now that you ain't gonna do it no more.
Right. It's over.
What's the first thing your bad ass did, boy, when you was going to get your ass whooped? I ain't gonna do it no more.
I'm sorry.
And they told me, I'm gonna fix that. I'm gonna put something on you, so I'm guaranteed you ain't gonna do it.
Boy, couldn't nobody say I ain't gonna do it no more while wielding the iron cord like my mama, boy.
Gonna hurt me.
Wheel track.
Yes, sir. Straighten your ass right
When
up,
I
boy.
come home and seen that missing piece of track out that circle when I left that morning,
You knew it was some trouble.
like somebody's in trouble.
Preparations in
Some
order.
tampering been going on.
2 licks, and then she started explaining.
That's right, boy. Get your attention first,
Yeah.
Daniel Solomon. Old school.
Yeah.
Too much of that is missing nowadays.
Oh,
boy.
yeah.
Boy,
Terrible.
These youngsters is wildlings out here out of control, pants hanging off their ass.
Oh, man.
Women showing they this and that, man, they out of control,
Yeah.
Daniel Solomon.
yes, sir.
But this is the generation that was to come. Ain't nothing we can do
Ain't
about
nothing
that.
we can do about it.
Hell, they be texting on them phones, look like the Matrix.
Yeah.
They got a whole different language we don't even understand.
Right.
It's on a whole different planetary level.
Yeah. Yeah.
They know software we ain't even thought of yet.
Ain't gonna work.
It's that generation. We understand that.
Right.
We understand this.
Prophecy.
Fulfilled in this hour, in this day.
Knowledge running to and fro.
What we witness, man.
Yes, sir.
Boy, the sights we see at the Most High putting down these wildfires and these floods, man.
Yeah.
showed that end time signs last night. Them camel jockeys getting punished.
Yeah.
I'm talking about at the end of one of them last night. It looked like the flood had totally dried up. It looked like it was turning back to sand.
Mm-hmm.
They threw a big brick over on top of that dirt. It splashed, man. It's still 50 foot of water up under that water.
Wow.
That's quicksand.
Yeah, that's
Right.
what it
Yeah,
is.
it sure is.
That's what it is.
You get in that, you ain't coming out.
No.
That sand get to being heavy around your feet like you got concrete boots on. And then it start hardening, coming all the way up to waist.
And you can't tread.
No.
You
can't.
struggling like hell trying to come over. You ain't
The
moved
more
half
you-
an inch.
The more
The
you
more
move.
you wiggle, the further it's going to grip your ass.
Yeah, exactly.
The Most High is not playing in this hour.
No.
Back of these phone lines. Shalom, you on our, who we speaking with?
Shalom, my Jacob.
Shalom, Hebrew.
And shalom, Sovereign
Shalom, bro.
and Brother Tobias.
Shalom, Hebrew.
Yeah, man. This is the Hebrews from Houston, Texas.
Talk to us this morning.
I know it's been a while since I called in. Man, 2 weeks. 2 weeks of time. 2 weeks.
Been 2 weeks, huh, bro?
You man, the Mexicans. I just got the report to the office yesterday. They was putting dog shit on the patio. Told them I said, hey man, every time I be looking at my Hebrew network and they be talking about Mexicans and this, these cats want to get on the wall. One thing is supposed to lower my volume. I said, man, they ain't supposed to be on the wall, let alone even be in this country. I said, man, you need to do something about it. I mean, you should have a camera for, don't you? You worry about what I got. I said, what you gonna do about the problem? Well, I don't know who's doing it. I told the cat, I said, man, look at here. If you gonna fix the problem, we're gonna see if I get some deportation ICE agents through here. I know the address where they at. You can't control your own people. You don't want me to. And I just gonna start walking through here with pen and paper. I see any damn thing that look like a Latino. Put this address on put this number on a piece of paper and see if I can get some INS buses over here. Hey, I see what I can do. I said, man, you better do something. So I'm getting tired of this shit. I told them straight up. I said, hey, young people, you want to play dumb? I said, I'll see if I can help you and your people. I don't like Trump, but I'll see if I can use that card while I still in order.
That's right, because he'll show come looking for their wet back ass pocket. Grab their children and have them sleeping up under aluminum foil blankets in tents out in that desert.
I told them, I said, man, they come from Mexico, Honduras, Salvador, Guatemala. I said, man, I don't give a damn. I don't give a damn about them breaking up their families or whatever they have. Because all the people do is move around and cause a problem. So I'm not turning my volume down. It's because these damn rap people will decide, hey, they can't handle my content to come to the wall. If I listen to the wall, you have to feel you're scratching on the wall.
Oh yeah, hell yeah, they listening now. But be careful on the job, Be careful on the job.
Yeah.
The Mexicans will have your ass fired before the sun come up.
Right. So they ain't gotta be all on my wall turning this shit up. The damn white packs thinking they just out here, I need to be little bit.
Yeah, well, you aggravating the hell out of Pepe Cuevas then.
Right.
They gonna be putting sugar in your gas tank. Go ahead.
I went to my aunt's funeral about 2 weeks ago. So, I've been trying to stay away from people for about 7 days because I've been unclean. So, I go to the job. Before I went, I told the heathens at the plantation. I said, hey man, my aunt passed. So I got such short notice because my phone been broke. Let me take the day off. So they told me to go ahead, and I called just in case somebody wants to be trying to set me up to be fired or whatever. Man, I go on to the come back the next day. I went in and talked to my boss, which you can't have no Mexican over you, but unfortunately, you know how the pie does, certain things. Went there in the office, and I said, hey man, know the deal. He tried to play dumb, so the white boy tell him. Then I said to myself, I know this ain't got nothing to do with you, but can I go ahead and complete a night shift? So I can go ahead and make up the hours that I lost for not showing up because of the funeral. This can't talk about it. I say, you know, like no, what did he say? He said something about, you can't work on that because, unfortunately, because it's due to safety issues, night shift don't want nobody on the day. I mean, night shift don't want nobody on day shift because they don't want to be responsible for any accidents or something may happen. You know, it goes back to that one school they shouldn't hire. They got killed falling off that fire light up I told you about.
Yeah, you told me that he killed himself out on the job.
I said that safety thing ain't got nothing to do with me. I said, man, I've been safe. I'm very simple. They ain't had no issues with night shift and nothing. They already know who I am. Yeah, when the day happens, you know how it is. Whenever you, like the script say, whenever you have sinners, whenever the sinners get punished for sinning, you know, the righteous get punished too for the sinner. They let me know he know about me, he know my shit, you know what I'm saying?
That's right.
At that point, I ain't even arguing with him. I just said, yeah, thank you. Have a nice day. I just walked on up out of there. I was like, man, this ignorant ass motherfucker.
Wow.
Taking on up with the opera.
Watch the short leggers, Aqua. Beware the short leggers ears, Aqua.
Oh, yeah, my bad. Yeah. I just like, man, it's just hard with these cats. You don't ever complain.
Yeah, watch yourself with that Hebrew.
Yes, sir. Please watch yourself.
Watch yourself amongst the heathens, Aqua.
Oh, yeah. And I had an undercover go ride nigga coming over there trying to get in arguments with me. Hey man, you know what I'm saying? You're supposed to be a Hebrew and all this and all that. Yo, God, this and that. And I was like, man, go on with all that.
That's right.
Right.
You're supposed to be, you're saying you're a king and this and that. You always walk around here like that. I told him, I was like, look at that, nigga. I told him from all the messes. I said, man, I don't give a damn how much mess again a white boy ass you kiss. If you want to pull your king card because you ain't fit to be, don't try to play mom. You know, that's good. You don't want to be one. When the most high come and lay them down, I hope he lay you down too. I mean, I say it straight up. He told me, man, you need to go to church. You need to pastor. I said, man. For like 7 years.
That's right, Aqua. No, it don't. Talk about the preaching.
I said it in front of everybody. I said, man, I don't give a damn about them here because I already told them. I said, hey, man, keep that stuff down with that. You want to get loud with it. So I just went on and just
that's a setup. That's a setup.
You ain't gonna shake the foundation around here.
That's right. That's a setup, especially on the gig. That's right.
Man, whoever you listen to, whoever you hanging around, you need to start hanging around them. I said, hey man, I don't need to hang around nobody.
Hallelujah.
I got talk to my ops every now and then on talk show. That's about it. I said, but furthermore, you ain't gonna tell me who to hang around. Maybe you need to stop hanging around the Masons, you hang around.
That's right, Hebrew.
Not to hang around, so how you gonna tell me not to hang around?
Hallelujah. Hallelujah.
Like that's you in them. That's the ones you hang with. That's the pastors you talk about popping.
That's right.
White man that.
Hallelujah.
Second ass plantation. Oh yeah, excuse.
Yeah, just be careful on the job.
Be careful because
it's a setup. They're setting you up.
Like, see, if they can't get you on this argument, then they're gonna go to he's proselytizing on the job.
He's arguing about religion with everybody.
He's talking about religion. So
that's right.
That'll be a point where they say, okay, you can't offend them. You know, so just walk in the cafeteria and look on that little board. It'll tell you about where it's at. So you don't. Now you can do that on your lunchtime and your break time. But on the floor, man, be careful with that because that's what, and then they're gonna make you out as a radical and angry. And
that's right.
On the floor.
They're gonna pull up that hate watch. They're gonna pull up that hate watch list on your ass and say, "Are you part of one of them?"
Yes.
Right. It's a setup.
Be careful.
Right.
Tobias got to stand your ground.
Knock the dust off your feet. Keep it moving.
There's
bro.
a way to shut that down.
Just say, look, bro, I'm at work right now.
Right.
Meet me out on that parking lot.
Right.
Yeah,
Right.
we going.
That's right.
That's right. That's right. Go ahead, Tobias got a script for you.
Yeah, I want to read this Matthew 10, verse 16 and 17. It says, behold, I send you forth as sheep in the midst of wolves.
Yes, sir.
Be ye therefore wise as serpents.
People do what?
Be ye therefore wise as serpents
Uh-huh.
and harmless as doves.
See, you can't harm yourself. It talks
Right.
about you first.
Right.
Because see, they'll sacrifice somebody to take the blow to let you, get in your face, and you know you ain't gonna have that.
Send one of them wetbacks that don't give a damn. Know he can ready to get caught by ice anyway.
Right.
Shit, he'll go for broke.
Chewing that ground corn and jaw hard as steel.
You saw that one essay selling them wolf chickens to that brother?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Calling them all kind of black MFers. I ain't like these other ones up in her, nigga.
On the Full of Heat and Never Learned series.
He didn't push that brother. That was his mistake.
That was it.
Talk
see,
real
if
good.
They can get that on the job. See, if they can get that and a lockup with it, bro.
Right.
That's right.
It's hard to get on another plantation.
That's right.
And
Then they want you spending money on lawyers and going to court and all manner of lies. 10 other Mexicans lying for this wetback bastard.
Right. Then you start contemplating becoming a chemical entrepreneur. That ain't got nothing to do with 10-year run.
It's a dirty game.
Right.
You got another script, Hebrew?
No, I got that same one. Just want to read verse 17, hitting on exactly what you was talking about, being delivered to their court system. But beware of men, for they will deliver you to the council.
Yeah.
And will scourge you in their synagogue.
Yeah.
That's right.
So, bro, if they want to rap, tell them, look, after we get on,
there's a smooth way to
come right down here to this one place. All we have to do is buy some chicken nuggets and something. And we can chop this up if you want to get down.
Right.
But man, they're trying to trap you up.
Yes,
they're trying to make you out as the Negro that's gonna come in there with an AR-15. You on the watch list at the job.
That's right.
You got to be careful, young bro.
And the Mexicans, some lying, dirty bastards, boy. I'm telling you. I don't see how some of these Negroes trust you. Because they see how y'all look at their women. They hate that. Every nation hates the way a Hebrew man look at their women. Because they women look at us and be like, oh, that's one of them. Yeah. It's true. They looking at the loin region. Yeah. It's true. Yeah. Them strange whores be lusting like all get out. And the men folk of all these nations hate that in you, Zion.
Yes, sir.
And boy, to get rid of your ass, they can get 5 more Pepe Sanchez's up in there on your job. Yeah. 5 of them will take $3 an hour. All of them will take $3 an hour. And call up 20 in one room, Daniel Solomon and sleeping. To stay up here in America, hiding from Trump them and ICE, then go back to Guadalajara. Yeah. Where it's hot and stinking, boy, and they hungry as hell if you ain't in a dope game. Right. Cartels going crazy. Yeah. They finding chopped off heads and hands everywhere. And they know about these maniacs is Israel. Handling tons of cocaine, destroying lives, man, hand over fist for greed and money, Daniel Solomon.
Yes, sir.
Got so much blood on their hands, it's a damnable shame.
That's right.
But it's Zion. Yeah. Please.
Hey, let me tell you something. Man, look, that stuff didn't really get me so heated as opposed to the patio stuff. So yesterday, before your show came on, last night was Walk on the Dark Side. Yeah, that was nice. But before that, I was looking at these heathens. I forgot what it was, but they were talking about that sign machine opening up portals and a black cube and a computer.
That's coming.
I was looking at some stuff. Maybe I wasn't supposed to get in, or maybe that's how they feel. That ain't how I feel. I feel like digging into those evil people,
Yeah, you got to peep what your enemy is doing. One of the tenets of warfare is to know thy enemy.
That's right.
Then we got to know how they're going to attack us.
Yes, sir.
If they're coming from the left flank,
that's right.
Then they're going to counter move to the right flank, and then they're coming on with a full frontal thrust. Yeah. We have to prepare our people for that which is coming in this great battle to come. Ain't no need in flinching. Ain't no need in being scared. Be prepared for that which is to come. Right. Hebrew out of Houston, we ain't got but a few more minutes. We got a few more calls to get through. All right. What else you got, folks?
I ended up going in on this site, man, and was learning all about that stuff. Stuff I was already thinking. was true. And then there was some other stuff I had learned about that cube, how they could go into the other dimension and get knowledge from them demons, and then they would put it on the cube, they put it in another computer and come out. Man, I got hungry, went downstairs to go get something, and I heard something go up on my patio.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, you know, I said, shit. I said, it's probably one of them footbacks again. I'm going to go out there and get a little bit of physical on. Then I open up that damn door, and I had some fishing rods in the corner. I seen a fishing rod go up. And this wasn't no wetback. It was the darkest, hot, really son of a gun, man. And that's that cat. Say, I don't know if the roof got over me or what, but I couldn't even unlatch the gate. I ended up breaking the wood thing out trying to get through the gate quick. That cat, man, he broke out running, stabbing himself. He dropped the rods and said, here you go. Hit that corner, man. I went looking for that nigga. I couldn't lock my door. You know, when I went up to the balcony, he snuck and got in the rod and took it off. I mean, it's some of the boldest stuff. Probably one of them evil workers. They say, hey, we try to give them everything else. Go out there and get this stuff.
Yeah, bro, he on your trail, bro, because he's working on that quick temper.
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
So he wants you to go ahead and put the heat on because he wants the police there.
And that ain't gonna turn out
So
good.
that ain't gonna turn out well. But like I said,
it don't turn out good to young Hebrews.
Like I say, protect your surroundings, bro. But you know,
be on guard.
Be on guard. At least call them and let them know. Look, I just had a burglar come over here, so I'm just letting y'all know in case he come back, it ain't gonna be good.
Right.
But you got to stay ahead of this curve.
Appreciate the call, young Hebrew.
Yeah, I appreciate y'all too.
Shalom.
Shalom.
Well, nobody else called up here today. We're gonna get through these calls and we getting up out of here. Well, you have to tell Israel like that. And I guarantee you, still somebody gonna keep calling.
Right. Hey, and y'all out there, if the callers are coming through crystal clear, send Tobias a shout on the live stream. Say, yeah, we can hear the call as well.
I think they said they could.
They said it earlier.
Okay.
Hopefully we got that
remedy.
Yeah. Resolved. Shalom, you on air. Who we speaking with?
Shalom. Good morning.
Good morning.
Shalom, Brother Jacob, and Shalom, Brother Daniel Solomon, and Shalom, Tobias.
Shalom.
Shalom, sis.
Who we speaking with?
This is Tanika out of North Carolina.
North Carolina in the building. Talk to us this morning.
Okay, well, I had called I don't call that often, but I had called probably about the first of the year. And just wanted to let you guys know that I'm still in this fight, no matter, good or bad. I'm in the fight and down for the fight.
So praise.
And of course, I know you probably still hear a little nervousness in my voice, and I know I'm talking to my brothers, and that'll ease in time. But I didn't call to keep you long. I just wanted to just let you know that I'm still here again. But as far as the show, I love the platform. I love YouTube, and I just want to say shalom to our family out there in the world, and through everybody and everything that's going on, and by the grace of the Most High, that we're able to have this platform to be able to conversate with you and know what's going on out there in the world, because they won't tell us what's going on.
You are absolutely correct.
And so, with me or whatnot, whatever, I being a single mother or whatnot, whatever, don't have or didn't have the finances to be able to contribute on this right here. But what I have had was prayers, you know what I'm saying?
Much needed.
Much needed.
Right. Much needed.
Go ahead, Brother Jacob, what you saying?
I say much needed and appreciated, a Coty.
Right.
Always. But
Right.
I'm looking forward to the future, looking forward to 2019, and the Lord is going to open up doors for me to be able to give my contribution and show my love in that manner as well. So I'm looking forward to all the blessings and expecting everything that's good that's coming my way for 2019.
Hallelujah.
The Lord allows me to be here.
Hallelujah. Hallelujah.
But again, like I said, I'm not going to hold you long. I know and appreciate the time that you put in with us and taking this morning to answer the questions and the calls from everybody coming in. And with this day going on, I know y'all want a little bit of it too. So, but I was looking at some articles and just went, at work. I put on my computer the Daily Mail, and Brother Jacob, you turned me on to that. So, but was looking at the Hebrews, and it went down to the state capitol down there with them hexagrams on the hill. And, you know, an article was saying how they were extremists or, you know what I'm saying, a hate group.
Correct. Correct.
It just brought shame.
You hear that, Daniel?
Yes,
Brought
sir.
shame.
Yeah.
Ain't that what we say? They,
Yes,
they-
sir.
Right.
That's the Khazar's aim
Right.
of bringing them out there and portraying them to the
Mhm.
world in that manner.
Right.
Right.
But
Propaganda.
this is part of the cross we have to bear too, because
Thank you, Daniel.
the Pharisees
That's right.
and the Sadducees. So we ain't the first to see this.
No.
These
Nothing
were the
new under
same
the sun.
action that was happening in Judea. So this war has always been going on. That's the battle within Israel. Do we want to go back to Mount Sinai, or are we looking forward to the Mount of Olives, Mount Zion?
Hallelujah.
Right.
Which way we looking? We're looking backwards or forward, and that's the problem. So it's going to be the fight, like he said. He said they asked him, should we separate them? He said, no, let them grow up together.
Right.
We
Separate
right.
them at the end.
The wheat and the tares is going to grow up together.
Yes, sir.
And yes, it's shameful what they doing to Kochi. Shameful what Israel getting caught up in. And like the Kochi who called a couple calls ago, she wanted to say that nigga name bad.
Yeah.
boy.
Yeah.
I said,
Oh,
shame.
dear.
They tell
Right,
the
well, I
truth.
was going to
Shame
give
the
his government
Make
name
them
too. Yeah.
tell on.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's shameful some of the conduct that's taking place, but it's part of this walk that we on down.
Yes, sir.
And we all have to continue to grow.
Right.
I just looked at the article and, you know, just from, you know, the classes and just learning and getting more in tune with the word says, whatever, just getting an understanding of who I am. And that was just wonderful for you to bring that to light, you know what I'm saying, with Red Fram this morning or whatever, with that stars.
Correct.
More understanding going forth as far as that hexagram or whatever, and that's something that we're not supposed to be getting caught up into. So that right there, put off to y'all, you know, for putting that out there for a lot of, for me and for everyone else as well.
Hallelujah. Hallelujah. As part of the kingdom work, we didn't
Yes,
vow to keep our hand to the plow on.
That's
Yes,
right.
sir.
Hallelujah. And like I said, I'm just so thankful for it. Again, I was glad for Bruce too being up now. I can go back and I can take a look at, you know, some of the things that's going on. And when I want to get a laugh, I can see them heathens get beat up on every now and then.
That's right.
And I just enjoy it. I really do.
Hallelujah,
And-
Coach G. Hallelujah.
And for the sisters that called in earlier, I appreciate the encouragement that you guys gave as far as, you know, a husband and wife and this, that, and the third. I myself have been separated since 2013 and last known my husband in 2015 and have been single thus far. Now, I myself, you know what I'm saying, I feel as though, and with anyone out there in the world, you can go out there and you can get somebody to walk beside you, but I feel like I'm worthy. And, you know what I'm saying? Of course, you know, you as a human being get caught up in the feeling that you feel on the inside or what you would like to feel or what you've known in the past.
Correct.
But I continue to be filled with the Spirit of the Lord.
Hallelujah.
And, I just, you know, send my sisters out there encouragement this morning. You know what I'm saying? That, you know, the Lord sees us as being worthy as well. And that He's not going to send something to us that's not good for us. And if we wait on the Lord, then He's going to send that to us. And I feel as though if I was married before He sent me a husband, if that's for me, He'll send me that again. I'm not settling for any cheap trick or anything that somebody has to send my way. So I'll just wait on the Lord on that and encourage my sisters to do the same.
All praises, sister.
Very well said,
Yeah.
Coach G. Very well said.
Thank you, Brother Jacob. I appreciate that. And the last thing, and I'm going to get off this line, is that I was looking, I was hearing Tobias, Brother Tobias, and he was talking about the last testament of Solomon. I came across that probably around about 2008, 2009, and had read that or whatnot or whatever. You know, when you start getting the things or whatever, and was even accused of witchcraft just by reading that because it was talking about the demons and the sickness and blah, blah, blah. You know what I mean?
Yeah, correct.
And, but I just wanted to know, does that correlate with 1 Kings 6 and 7 when it says that there was no hammer or any tools that was used?
Absolutely. That's what we
Yep.
mentioned that amongst each other on the break.
Sure
Correct.
did.
During the break, we discussed that very chapter and verse. Absolutely.
So that goes together.
Well, which like a lot of times, you know, the pyramids of Giza, the way they were constructed, still can't be duplicated today. So you know,
Some claim it wasn't humanly
right,
possible
right. But we
to move
built,
those side stones.
right. We built Pithams and Ramses. Those
No doubt,
were
treasure cities.
mud type pyramids, and over in the treasure city part. But those like that, the way they line up with how they do Osiris and all that in the
with the
heavens,
celestial
with the
stars.
celestial stars. That
There was a
has
lot of craft involved
another-
in that.
Right. And
Whole nother level.
whole other
Supernatural.
level of what we're talking about. But we're talking about
Astrology.
like the Ark of the Covenant power and different things. And Solomon got in too deep. Because
Some things
God told us he was going to allow us to cast out demons. And
Right.
like the exorcist, the devil told, he said, Paul, I know. I don't know who you are.
Yeah.
So they were scared of it. But you have to be filled with this spirit to be able to even come close to messing with these things.
That's right.
You can't be just doing it, like you say, as a cheap trick.
Nah.
Get a thrill on. This is supernatural. This thing will run you out of your mind.
Man, leap
Yes,
off, leap on your ass, boy.
Turn you asunder.
You won't have another good night's sleep the rest of your short life.
Read the book of Tobit.
Some people been drove up into the,
Yeah.
this is
That's
how
my
a lot
days.
of people go up into insane asylums.
Yes.
Mhm.
The crazy houses.
Yeah.
And you know, they done cut social programs such, man, they letting crazy folks, they walking amongst us now.
Yeah,
Dang
yeah.
yourself.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Due to the cuts in social programs.
Right.
A lot of these people are afflicted by unclean spirits.
Right.
They still amongst us right now. And with this CERN machine, there's an article just came out. There's more number of witches in America than there ever has been. Article just hit the web
Mhm.
2
Yeah.
days ago.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's definitely coming out. They
Oh,
had
yeah.
an article, and they had the ladies up there, you know, that was just, you know, taking pictures or whatever, showing what they believed in or what witchcraft they were doing. And I was just like, oh wow, I mean, everything is just so old. right?
Yeah, just like the gays, they coming out the closet.
Yeah. Yeah. See,
Mhm.
it's
Right.
there. See, like I said, iniquity already does work.
Right.
It's just been given the license now to open the door.
Correct.
So come on in. So they coming out of there in droves, and it's being accepted, and they putting it on every TV program. They say, if you don't watch TV, you gonna see us.
American Horror Story. American Horror
Oh,
Story.
yeah,
they
seen
just
that.
ended.
Yeah.
Boy, the whole season was about the Antichrist.
Sure was.
They showing Satanists with
Yeah.
Baphomet and goat
Yeah.
heads
Yeah.
committing human sacrifice
Right.
right in your face, live on the TV, right there, buck naked for all to see.
Yeah.
They ain't hiding a damn
No
thing.
more.
No, they ain't.
No more.
Yeah, it's bad, and I saw, you know, where they took and went down to the state capitol in Arkansas, you know, and how you had the Satanists that said, you know, if you're going to worship your Christ, then we're going to worship ours, and they had to take off of it.
That's right.
And, you know, sit it on Capitol Hill. And I said it's a disgrace and shame, but, you know, a lot of things are spilling off, and we can see these things. And when I hear them, I say the same thing you say, exciting times, you know what I'm saying?
That's right.
We know these things coming to pass. And
That's
then
right.
on
We
the
know that-
other side,
That's right.
exactly what's going on as it comes, you know?
Hallelujah. Hallelujah. You get it. Welcome to the team.
Yes, sir.
Welcome to the team.
Well, thank you so much, guys, for taking the time out to let me talk to you this morning. And I hope that you can feel I done kind of eased up a little bit. I'm not as nervous anymore.
That's right.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
I thank you for that.
Hallelujah.
And I just want to say shalom and shalom to the family.
Hallelujah. Appreciate the call. Shalom.
Shalom.
Go ahead, Dr. Bias.
Yeah, I got this Proverbs 16:22 that I want to read to our young brother that is called. It says, he that is slow to anger is better than the mighty, and he that ruleth his spirit than he that taketh the city.
Yeah.
And I got a second witness right here in Proverbs 25:28, which says, he that have no rule over his own spirit is like a city that is broken down without walls. So don't let that be a chink in your armor, Hebrew, to where them demons can get in and mess with you like that.
Yeah.
That's right. Got to be on guard down
That's
there.
right.
Strength against you.
Right.
Because we're dealing with a crafty adversary.
Young and
Right.
know who he is and
Right.
roll with it.
Right.
And the adversary know your weaknesses.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And just like that Mexican selling them wolf chickens, they'll send one of them
Yeah, right there. Yeah.
right
Exactly.
there on the job.
You think you can take a right hand from it?
Know how you going to react. No matter how much you explain, there's going to be 10 Mexicans right there to lie on you.
Yeah.
Right.
Right.
And the one Hebrew that saw it, he ain't going to come to your aid.
No,
Yeah.
not the Mason.
He
Oh,
been
no.
wanting your ass out of there too.
Right.
So that's where being wise as a serpent comes in.
Yes, sir.
Go ahead, Hebrew.
Got this Joshua 23:13. Know for certainty that the Lord your God will no more drive out any of these nations from before you, but they shall be snares and traps unto you.
Mm.
and scourges in your sides, and thorns in your eyes, until ye perish from off this good land which the Lord your God have given you.
Yes, sir.
Don't fall for the traps, bro.
No, because they sure gonna be laid.
Right.
And showing that star rim frame and having him pull that up on the screen as needed.
Yeah.
Oh, praise, brother.
So that those who ain't aware of it can be aware of it this morning and from henceforth.
Absolutely.
And know why we rail against it.
Right.
And against those who try to bring it in our midst.
Yeah.
The separation of the wheat and tares is taking place, Daniel Solomon.
Yes, sir.
And we rarely admit the wheat and tares growing up together.
That's right.
This is what we're going to deal with.
Right.
Ain't no getting around it.
Best battle for you.
Say that again.
It's the best battle for you.
Explain that.
Because you get battle tested around
Yeah.
your own people who are part of the book.
So when it's time to go up against that bastard on the other side.
Yeah, that's
Battle tested
you
in the
ain't worried
pool.
about that.
Hallelujah.
Yeah.
Couple more calls and we up.
Yeah.
Shalom. You on our, who we speaking with? Shalom. What city? Dallas, Texas in the building. How you feeling this morning?
I like to thank my children coming into my life, man, changing my soul. And when the last days, and evil is everywhere. Everybody speaking evil, speaking it into existence. And where I'm at in my life, I just want to love and teach my kids, all our young men today, they hate their fathers. Their fathers hate them, and we wonder why prison doors is shit. So,
There's some hell of a change.
Yeah.
As Hebrews, you know, it's only be a third, you know what I'm saying? So, the Gentiles and all them, I ain't worried about none of them. I'm just worried about my soul.
Yes, sir.
Hallelujah.
Because the leadership days, you know, the family is short now. And people better recognize what's going on. If our plan as Hebrews, if our house is on.
Yes, sir.
You know, our mothers raised us, and we don't even talk about our fathers because they run into it from. God Shubal came into my life and let me know that my kids, I have a chance to save my kids. So, you know, you forget about him, you forget about your kids.
Mm-hmm.
And we wonder. We always talk about prison, why we always say that they did this to this, they knocked them up to this church. And none of us as Hebrews, I ain't gonna say nothing, we got Hebrews 20 about his laws. And none of us keeping the commandments. And we wonder why we're in prison. Don't break from laws. They can't put me in prison. Don't kill. Don't steal.
Yeah,
Simple as that.
that's simple as that. Look.
And you can't lock me down.
Yes, sir.
When you honor Yahweh's word, when you stand on it, you don't have nothing to worry about. I don't have to worry about no fires, no stuff. I don't have to worry about this like that. The Bible said, man, steal from me, away from me.
Yeah.
I don't worry about no Spanish, no Muslim, no none of that.
Hallelujah.
I can honor Yahweh's commandment. You honor Yahweh's word. You love Yahweh. That should came to die, that we should be free. Die for our sins, that we could honor his word.
That's right.
And men today, we do not, we are hard.
Hebrews, another word.
And it's some very important you said, bro, not to cut you off. You said, and then we blame like the Lord for us being in that position.
Correct.
He ain't told you that. Well, I just want you to listen to a little bit of Sirach 15:10 for me. Just read a couple of them verses. You know, it's something very important here because when you said that, it's like you say, once it ain't going your way, you will blame the Most High. But if we just keep his or die trying to keep his
laws, statutes, and commandments.
That's right.
Go ahead, but read that for me.
Sirach chapter 15, starting at verse 10.
What is that?
For praise shall be uttered in wisdom, and the Lord will prosper it. Say not thou, it is through the Lord that I fell away, for thou oughtest not to do the thing that he hateth.
Go ahead.
Say not thou, he have caused me to err, for he have no need of the sinful man.
That's right.
The Lord hateth all abomination.
Say that again.
The Lord hateth all abomination.
Some abominations.
All abomination.
Go ahead.
And they that fear the Lord, they that fear God, love it not. Keep going.
No, that's good.
Okay.
They that fear God, love it not. We love not abomination.
Right.
That's right. Go ahead, Judah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah. Yeah.
Psalms chapter 1, verse 1. Blessed is the man that walketh not in the counsel of the ungodly, nor standeth in the way of sinners, nor sitteth in the seat of the scornful. But his delight is in the law of the Lord, and in his law doeth he meditate day and night. And he shall be like a tree planted by the rivers of water that bring forth his fruit in his season. His leaf also shall not wither, and whatsoever he doeth shall prosper. The ungodly are not so.
Or not so.
But are like the chaff which the wind driveth away. Therefore, the ungodly shall not stand in the judgment, nor sinners in the congregation of the righteous.
Can't get around it.
For the Lord knoweth the way of the righteous, but the way of the ungodly shall perish.
Very powerful.
Very powerful. And look, that's the prosperity doctrine right there.
Right.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
That's right.
Put it on.
That's right.
We didn't talk about doing things, but we got to be rooted.
Hallelujah.
We ain't rooted, it's nothing. You will serve. Only the fruit will make it in, and I won't be one of them, and I won't be rooted.
The remnant.
Yes, sir.
Appreciate that, Hebrew.
Right, brother.
One love to y'all down there in Dallas, Israelites.
Yeah.
To the whole family.
Yes, sir.
It's my mom. She's been teaching me for years.
Yes, sir.
I love her so much.
We got love for you, Mama.
Yes, sir.
I'm just now coming into my house. I'm just now stepping into it. Out of all the years I've been talking, I've been running and doing evil things, but I was changed and I love them.
Hallelujah, Hebrew. We heard it in your music.
Yes, sir.
That's your. I hate.
Yeah.
That's right.
I hate these evil girls. But I'm letting y'all know that she was died on the cross. And we should live in love.
Hallelujah.
Yeah.
And I'm down, and y'all keep doing the service of that show.
Hallelujah, Hebrew.
Oh, praise you, bro.
And we look forward to getting some more tracks from you and Angel down
Yes,
there, Hebrew.
Yeah, we got some. I got Brother Joseph, Angel, he got a new track I'm going to present to you on Monday.
Hallelujah.
Yahweh's King, the commandment.
Hallelujah. Send it forth.
People, heal the God. People, y'all show with wisdom.
Hallelujah.
Y'all pray for the family. Y'all pray for the nation.
Will do.
Keep prayers, pray daily, stay in the word. That's the only thing will keep us strong.
That's right, Al.
That's right.
You eat every day, you sleep every day. The word is the only thing will keep us strong.
Hallelujah. Very well said. Yes, sir.
You got to keep the word daily like you watch TV.
Yeah.
Drink.
Yeah.
Right.
We have to keep the word in our life. That's the only
Right.
thing will keep us straight.
That's right.
Give us strength to hold on to God's word in these last days. Will protect us in the family. And I ain't worried about now because I none of that thing because I know I'm protected in this Lord and this feel good. Lord, that make my heart feel good, Lord, and I'm protected in this.
Hallelujah. Thank you.
Yeah, y'all keep doing what y'all do. I pray that Yahweh bless y'all and the man y'all call wicked man or whatever. I ask y'all to bless his family and he knows the right things to do, not choose his brother and ask for forgiveness. Because in the last days, y'all should want us to fight each other. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you have to shun people and don't say nothing about them, just to kill them. You know what I'm saying? In the days we just have to give it, don't give it no light, don't give it no fire.
Yeah.
Make a fire.
Hallelujah.
Y'all keep doing what y'all do. Y'all keep speaking out shit. Stay in the word.
Yes, sir.
Appreciate the call, Al.
And I talk to you out.
One love, bro.
One love, Hebrew. Shalom.
Yes,
Much
sir.
love.
Excellent call.
Yes, sir.
Down
In
there
the soul.
Yes, sir.
Speaking from the heart. Down there.
Testimony in the soul.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Know about evil.
been pondering these things.
Mm-hmm.
Hate that now. Loathing in themselves.
Oh, praise.
Like we all should do.
I heard in some of that
Yes,
kingdom
sir.
work music.
Yes,
said
sir.
up here. We understand.
Absolutely.
We're going to continue to assist our oxen and coaches on this walk.
That's right.
Because the first step in truly getting together is realize you a sinner just like me, partner.
Right.
I ain't one step ahead of you, no one step behind you. We side by side in this scrap.
That's right.
Right.
And it's a hellified scrap, Daniel.
Hey.
Because it's coming from all ends.
But we built the last.
That's right.
And boy, we all continue to be a work in progress.
Yes, sir. All the way to the kingdom.
That's right.
That's why every day you got to be prayed up. Boy, this is
Yes, sir.
a day in, day out thing. This ain't no
No.
put it on the shelf. This ain't no 9 to 5.
Nah.
The prayer start off, give us our daily bread.
Right.
Not our weekly, not our monthly, not our second Sunday.
That's
our
right.
daily bread.
That's right.
That we might endure.
Do it.
That's
Yes, sir.
right.
But we got to endure until the what?
Yeah.
The end.
The end.
Yes, sir.
That don't mean right now.
Right.
Whatever time it is
Right.
where you at in the world.
Right.
Right.
That might mean there may be some more troublous times ahead.
That's right.
It's
Oh,
gonna get worse, Daniel Solomon,
Yeah.
it is not.
Yes, sir. Almost. Yeah.
People think we scrapping not.
It's lightweight.
Boy,
Lights
they
on.
compare
Cable on.
for that which is to come, boy.
Yeah.
No. Mm,
We got to be prayed up and ready for it.
That'll be
definitely.
Some of us gonna die on.
No.
We
We got to prepare a kingdom for
Some of us gonna be
people.
martyrs. We don't say
Yeah.
this enough.
Yeah.
Some of
Yeah.
us gonna have to die for this.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
We gonna face them 13 steps.
To live in Christ is die is gain.
Yeah.
You'll be like, damn,
Yes, sir.
it's true. They gonna cut our head off if we don't take this number.
Yeah.
Some of us gonna get caught, gonna be in them FEMA camps. They're gonna be putting them Hannibal Lecter masks on us and having us strapped down to them gurneys and taking you up to them public executions.
Boy, you're going to be thinking in your mind, it's here. Just like the first slaves that was loaded on the ship.
That's right. They were
Well,
like,
it's
damn.
It's
And I'm-
400 more years to go.
And I'm
I'm
caught
a
up.
die slave.
And I'm caught up.
Yeah.
Them days is coming.
Yeah, they come.
But some of us gonna stand on.
Yeah.
They're gonna be the first fruits in the kingdom.
Yeah, we got Hebrews 11. Faith, build.
That's right.
We read that in Revelations.
Yeah.
Those who were slain for
Yeah.
the testimony of
Yes,
our
sir. White
Messiah
robes.
stood tall
Yeah, they did.
and entered the kingdom with honor.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
With honor, Daniel Solomon.
Yes, sir.
Some of us took that vow a long time ago. What can this heathen bastard do to me?
Right.
Don't fear him that can kill the body, but him and the body, the spirit.
That's right. We're talking about the soul in hellfire.
Right.
What can this sucker do to me? I fear what the Most High can do. He can
That's
destroy
right.
body and soul
Right.
in hellfire forever.
Look,
Man.
That's the champion right there, Daniel
yeah,
Yes,
Solomon.
sir.
you heard them
That's the supreme Elohim. Go
Yes,
ahead.
sir.
going through them wildfires and oh God, please.
Man, they was pleading. They wanted
Boy.
to live, boy. Lord, please be with us, oh Lord. Boy, ain't no nigger jokes being
No.
cracked. Ain't no greasy mouth, loose talk.
No,
Ain't none of that, boy,
No.
when it's nut cutting time.
because death on the table.
When I showed them end time signs, man, they showed move vomit running fast. Man, it must have been his loved ones caught up in them flood water. Man, they look like Jesse Owens running along them banks. I'm full! I'm full! Come back! That fool ass was gone, boy. Them raging flood waters had the mastery of them vehicles. And you know I don't spur Daniel, so I was making all manner of mockery of that bastard out there running with them sandals on, about to fall over in that water. You love him enough to go to the gates of hell with him, keep
boy,
running.
Boy, what? Keep running.
You go to the funeral and you keep weeping hard enough, the spirit will leap out your ass. You better be
Yeah,
careful
you
with
better
that.
be careful.
Mm.
That's why I was mourning for certain days. 10 days, 7 days, 30 days. And they mourn for him 40 days. After that, they say, you have to cut it off.
Right.
Lest you join.
Mm.
Go ahead, Al.
Yeah, I got a real short one. Luke 6:46, just hitting on exactly what you said, Brother Jacob. And it says, and why call ye me Lord, Lord, and do not the things which I say?
Mm.
So how you gonna call on the Most High and you ain't do what was necessary to protect yourself from the calamities to come by keeping his command?
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
It's good. That's a recipe for a disaster because
Right.
you're at the last minute. This desperation
Mm.
at this point. I heard him say, call him this name. Nope.
Nope.
Gonna be just like them demons too. We know Paul.
We know him.
Right.
Who is you?
Who is you?
Right.
Where you come from?
Or them demons had to master his ass.
Leaped on him and he run out of there naked,
torn, and bleeding, wounded.
Right.
Like he had a wild pack of wild cats up in there, got hold of his ass.
Mm.
You believe he didn't come back down that way down the south?
Or probably run his feet down to the white meat run, getting out of there.
Boy, you know, is people still play with them spirits still to this day?
Yes, sir.
Mm-hmm.
Whoopi Goldberg played one in Ghost, didn't she?
Yeah, sure did.
Coming out on the end of this month, a new exorcism of Hannah somebody. Get graphic with it, Jay.
Talking about reading fortunes and casting spells.
Yeah.
These witches come out, oh, I just do white magic. We just sprinkle frog nuts on top of rat ankles and just say a few poems in love. No, bitch, you committing witchcraft.
Yeah.
That's worthy of death.
Right.
Get away from her with that.
Yeah.
We just read a few astro charts and we astrophysicology and have intermodal galactic mindsets and we float up to do. Man, what kind of narcotic is they sniffing? Get on out of here with that, man. I don't want to waste 3 minutes on that, Daniel Solomon.
Right. Because what it does, all that doctrines did, just open yourself up to receive, and you don't know what spirit is.
And you got mean-ass, black-hearted, evil, beady-eyed black women in Louisiana.
Yeah.
He did what? You bring me them roots.
Yeah.
Mm.
Bring me a pair of his used drawers.
Yes.
Pull one out the dirty clothes.
And a mayonnaise jar.
Bring that big mayonnaise jar. And boy, she gonna work some roots. And gonna want his testicles, one of them to swell up the size of a basketball. Want him to be smoted in his walk for 30 days of punishments. Throbbing pains coming out his rear end, Daniel Solomon, unable to even sip on some soup. Gonna conjure his ass up right and proper.
Yeah.
And they got some Negroes under them spells this morning down now. Crippled up, Daniel Solomon.
Yes.
Bowels twisted.
Yeah.
And throbbing pains in private regions and parts, boy, that's ungodly.
Wow.
Because they feed into that wickedness.
Yeah.
They part of that wickedness.
Yes.
They into that. They got crawdad feet and chicken feet with the little nails still on them.
Yeah.
Sprinkled everywhere and draws with mayonnaise jars buried out in their yards and cat tails and man, it's wickedness beside. It's witchcraft. Ain't nothing new under the sun. Go ahead, Al.
Yeah, I got this 1 Samuel 15, start at verse 22 to 23. It says, and Samuel said, hath the Lord as great delight in burnt offering and sacrifices, as in obeying the voice of the Lord. Behold, to obey is better than sacrifice, and to hear or to hearken than the fat of rams. For rebellion is as the sin of witchcraft, and stubbornness is as iniquity and idolatry. Because thou hast rejected the word of the Lord, he have also rejected thee from being king.
And Daniel Solomon, we always saying is biblical.
Right.
That's worthy of death.
Right.
Amongst
Exactly.
Israel.
Yeah.
Get out of here with them satanic emblems.
Yeah.
Right.
Your secret incantations. Do what you do, but don't bring it around us.
Right.
Can I be more plain than that? Don't be sneaky with it either.
Right.
Cut and dry.
Right.
They lure a lot of these niggas in, Daniel Solomon. They don't tell them what the business is until they in there.
Oh.
Now you done already done took the vow.
Yeah.
And a lot of times your daddy, your uncle, or somebody that brought you in. This what we done did, or this what our family do.
Yeah.
Well, you can go to the lake of fire with your family if you want to. There's some of us ain't trying to be like the terrorists. We trying to be the wheat.
That's right.
We ain't trying to be the wheat. We are the wheat.
Yes, sir.
Because we're going to stand on it, Daniel.
Got to.
Now, give me a last word.
Yeah, you know what it is, Jay. Keep the commandments and live. You know, and I just want to ask the worldwide audience as well as our family here to pray for our sister Ruth. She's been a little bit ill. That's the wife of Brother John Yohanan. Pray for y'all if you will. And keep the commandments, y'all, and die trying.
Hallelujah. Tobias, give me your last word.
Through much tribulation do we enter the kingdom. Stay strong, Israel. We ain't got long.
Hallelujah. My last word is seek the Most High while he can be found, Zion. But the time is getting short. If it's the Most High's will, we'll open up this platform tomorrow evening for Open Line Monday / New Music Monday. To you two callers we couldn't get to, get your asses up early and call a little bit early. I told you we was going to shut down at 10:30. And somebody else was calling up her as soon as I said, don't nobody else call up her. Y'all ain't going to make me strike the rock round her. Cut it out. Shalom to the 12 tribes worldwide.